Mark.
Yeah! Oh no!
Damn!
Ooh, yeah!
Hello, welcome to Breaking Rad. We had a brand new intro there. We got some other brand new stuff tonight. Yeah, now with 100% more David in the intro.
There you go. See,
and
you got a little toasty
yeah.
Dave in there.
Maybe Stat will make his way in there eventually if he's a good boy.
I'm brand new too.
He does have to be better. He does have to be better than Macho.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put Stat's face over Macho's.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I've had just about enough of this
just
nonsense.
put the bird on Macho's face and boom.
Yeah.
And when he goes, "Ooh yeah," just have it go like.
There you go. And then subtitles that say, "Yeah."
Just scribble it out.
I got called Michael Cera the other day. I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh.
Someone thinks I'm Michael Cera.
He's Scott Pilgrim. That's pretty cool.
It's funny. Don't get me wrong.
You get to be that's it's comic-y. Scott Pilgrim.
I like Michael Cera. I know him mostly from Arrested Development. I love that show.
Right. Well,
sounds good to me.
Cal, do you know how to host the show? Just curious.
I do. I'm gonna do it. We are here, the five of us. Macho is not feeling well tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he probably ate his pitch, and that's the two things were coming together. He didn't have a pitch, and he's not feeling well, so I'm just gonna put two and two together. Macho, we miss you. Come back. But we've got Mark and Mutt as always, and then we've got statistical L0 joining us for a new segment tonight called the Stat Report, and our very own Steve Martin, display name, is here with us tonight. How's everybody doing?
Doing fantastic.
Doing good.
Here.
Anybody working on anything they want to talk about? That's in the flow. So, what?
Look, I'm working. I can't show it, but I am working on stuff. I'm working on a little piece for the CG Vacation by the Diaz Bros. What they're working on right now. They got a big old sexy bikini comic coming out, like the good old Marvel days, and yeah, I'm doing a little piece for that, but I can't show it. But I'm sure they'll show it soon.
Well, I've seen it, and I think it's awesome.
Oh, don't tell him. Don't tell him you saw it.
I'm going to tell everything about it.
Don't tell him I showed you.
Everything.
Yeah.
They'll yell at me. Don't.
It's going to be the next big thing, really, because people love that throwback stuff anyway, and then there's going to be some other cool artwork that goes along with that. But this piece is going to blow everybody away. I'm just going to tell you guys right now. I'm calling it. This is going to be the most coveted piece in CG. That's what I'm saying. Coveted. Most coveted.
I'm good with this. Yeah. Coveted.
But man, what are you working on? Anything?
I've been very busy. There have been several new panels and a couple new pages done for Heroes, so I'm working hard. I've got a couple of pieces that have stretched my ability quite a bit, so I've been really trying to think big and go hard on Hero 2. So it's a lot of fun. It's really challenging, but it's very satisfying right now, I would say, as an artist. So I'm really enjoying that. And I'm also, I've done a few commissions lately for people. I'm open for commissions right now. If anybody would like a commission, just hit me up. You can hit me in the DMs on Twitter, or you can email me at muttmancomics@gmail.com.
Very nice. Succinct. I like it. Stat, what you working on? Anything?
I do my comic strips, but I'm working on some a backup story for Charlie's London right now.
Cool.
For the next book, yeah.
Awesome. Are you drawing it?
Awesome.
I'm drawing it, writing it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We just kind of bat it back and forth and hammer it down, just like the first Tramp Tales.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. David, I know we've talked about your stuff before, but anything you want to plug real quick?
Yeah. I'm working with a new developer, new coder on Drag the Dead to get some things worked out, and it's actually kind of like a godsend. He's professional, timely, Really good at what he does, getting the bugs worked out, ironing out mechanics. We've added some new mechanics to the game that are going to kind of go along with the level design to make it a bit of a nightmare. One of the goals is we want it to be really difficult. As a matter of fact, in the one of the plans for the game is the difficulty settings. It's either going to be normal, which is going to be difficult, or it's going to be hard, which is going to be extraordinarily difficult. And then we're also going to offer journo mode. So the idea is that if you select,
I love it.
if you select journo mode, once the game starts up, it's going to just go right to the credits.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Dude, that is brilliant. Oh my gosh.
That's probably the mode I'll
Okay,
use.
a little background for those who don't know. Whenever From Software releases a game, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring, the games journalists are just like, this game is so hard. One guy quit after 5 minutes and like the first person I attacked just killed me. He attacked an NPC that you're not supposed to attack, who's like insanely more powerful. But I mean, these games journals are they're just awful. They're not game players; they're activists. So when they get a game that's hard, they're like, "What do I do?" So there's your background. So what kind of game is this for people who haven't heard you talk about it before?
All right, so this is real simple, straightforward third-person shooter. It's a zombie wave game. It's nothing like clever or never done before. It's just going to be like I'd love to be able to like get the money to produce something that's kind of like a mesh between Doom Eternal and like Bayonetta. That would be like really good. That's the goal, is up here. We're probably going to come in around here. So
is there any chance that
plays correctly? That's the main thing.
Is there any chance that your asymmetrical or Lucas game will ever get made, or is that just gonzo?
I've written that off pretty much at this point.
Man, that's too bad.
There's a man, I don't want to say too much just because of a variety of things. Let's just say this. So the whole concept between that game is it's 1 versus 4 versus 1. So you have one player is Lucas, whose role is to kill the killers. You have 4 players whose role are the killers. They're hunting the victims. Then you have the other 1 player who's the victim, who would be able to toggle between the 4 victim avatars, we'll say, on the map to try and get out. Then we have like wild card factors. So just say you're playing in an environment that's the forest. We have a grizzly bear who's in the forest who will attack you regardless of if you're Lucas or a killer or a survivor. Right. Several things like this. Anyway, as far as the funding is concerned, it got funding to go through prototype development, so that was completed. And then in the attempts to get funding for the production, this goes before a board, we'll say.
Right.
And they ultimately have just kind of been hung up on this. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Like, how is this not the same as Dead by Daylight? Like, there's anyway.
Different characters, different.
Over the course of time that this has been going on, Gun Media has announced that they're doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game, and that's going to be an asymmetrical survivor, horror game, kind of like they did Friday the 13th. But in this particular game, it's 3 versus 4. So you're either like Leatherface or one of the 2 brothers, or you're one of the 4 survivors. And this game is supposed to be a lot more claustrophobic and a lot more stealth based as far as mechanics. And
so they're going to do like Resident Evil 7.
So the frustrating thing is you're working on this project that gets the money to go into prototype development. Then you're trying to take it to the next phase, and you're unable to do it. And while this is all going on, someone else develops another kind of like asymmetrical game that's outside the box.
That makes sense.
Just like, I mean, this for anybody who doesn't know, this has been going on for years. Like, this is not a happened over the last 6 months. Like, this is quite a while.
Oh,
but
there they are. Okay, cool.
Such
All right,
is the bureaucracy.
We didn't go anywhere.
Yes.
You good?
No. I clicked comments and then they went away. I didn't know you could do that on here, but they're back. They're back. Okay, well that's what we're working on. I'm working on stuff too, but we'll talk about that some other time. We've got
welcome, buddy Lord.
We've got a new thing. Yeah. Oh yes. Welcome to chat. Also, welcome to Skip. Mentioned it in the thing earlier comments. Those of you watching on the repeat, on the reruns, thank you so much. We know like most of our viewers actually watch it after the live show is already over. It's because like there's 30 people streaming at the same time as us. So
we're missing a viewer because he's in the stream tonight.
True. We would have 4.
No, I've got it up in YouTube still.
Okay, good. But yeah, so thank you for joining, whether it's live or not. We appreciate it. We do have a new thing we're doing, and that is I'm going to hand that over to Muttman.
Yeah, so just to show a little appreciation, and because we're nice guys, basically, we are going to do a new thing that's called, and actually this is Macho's idea. I don't want to give him too much credit because
don't give him any credit. He bailed.
Right.
No credit for Macho.
This was actually his idea back in the day, and we're just going to kind of pick it up from here and maybe do it as a weekly thing, which I think would be pretty cool. But it's called the virtual high five. Okay, so if you're in the chat, especially if you're in the chat early, one of us is going to point you out specifically, and we're going to give you some encouragement and give you a big old virtual high five. It's kind of a dad thing, but you know what I mean. We like to keep it. We like to keep it nice and happy around here. So tonight, out of the chat. I'm picking Jason Sandberg. Jason Sandberg.
Jason's still there?
Yeah, he's there, man. All right. Cal, can you make me big, Cal?
I mean, I'm not God,
No, yeah, thank you.
Hey, there he is. He is here.
All right, Jason Sandberg, look into my eyes.
Oh, my.
I want you to know you're awesome. You, Jason Sandberg, are awesome. And I just want to give you a big virtual high five. Jason's actually working on a new comic. I think he's got it up on Indiegogo. It's called Jupiter. I'm actually going to put it in the chat. So anybody that wants to watch this later or even now, go sign up for his new comic that he's putting up. You're awesome, Jason. Thank you.
Jason, how does it feel to high five a man sitting on the toilet?
That was some wholesome intimidation.
Oh, as long as it's pre-wipe, right?
Yeah. Pre. We like pre.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it otherwise.
He's got his coffee in there.
I'm good to go, man.
That was it. All right. Moving on.
I think we should.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that.
I didn't plan this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just claim that this was in honor of the late Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, yeah.
These are all comedic movies. Tonight.
Wow.
Comedy based. That was a coincidence. Pretty sure he died after I had these ready, but I'm just gonna hijack it in the first tribute stream to Gilbert Gottfried.
Good old Gilbert.
And
There's going to be more than one?
Death. It's very inappropriate. What's that stat?
There's going to be more than one?
All of these tonight are comedy films.
Okay. I thought you said the first tribute stream to Gilbert Gottfried. I'm like, wow, you're a big fan.
Millions of tribute streams tonight, I'm sure.
We're not limited. Millions. We're not limited here.
I don't know if I can do a Gilbert Gottfried impression. I was going to try, but I'd blow up my speakers trying.
I know. I was thinking about it too, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
Nobody wants to do it.
That's like the one impression that anybody can do.
You just yell.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's have it.
Do it.
Okay, and now we're going to go to name that.
He's out to kick some butt. This is one bad mother you don't want to mess with.
Don't move, slime ball.
That would be UHF.
UHF.
Gandhi
Yes.
too.
I'm giving it to Kokushuko.
Dude.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, Kokushuko, welcome.
Yeah.
Man, classic movie.
Don't-
Underrated.
That's the
Awesome.
same actor that did Gandhi, isn't it? I think they got the same actor
No,
for it.
that's Ben Kingsley.
Really?
No. Ben Kingsley.
Wait,
That
let's
wasn't
look.
Ben
Let's look
Kingsley?
once more. Oh no, Ben Kingsley wouldn't have done UHF.
Oh,
That would have been great.
I always thought they got the same actor for it. Gandhi too. Yeah. Well, a tie between Mr. Murdoch and Kokushuko.
Yeah.
Each get half a point. Look at
I
that.
said it virtually the same moment David said it.
I just
mean,
said Gandhi too, so technically
I would have allowed it
a win.
because it's kind of a movie with
Not
an
petty or anything.
Don't I look like like those movies from like the old days where they
Yeah.
the beam of light would go across the eyes?
Yeah, Mutt's
like-
favorite movies, the animes.
Yeah, he loves
like
him
like
some
a
anime.
baby-faced anime character.
Cal
right now.
Jameson.
Oh man,
Chinatown 3.
the more baby face and the bigger the boobs, the better. Mutt's there. He's just there for it.
Give me the red, white, and blue stuff, baby.
Now he's all plugged up.
All right, let's go on
All
to
right,
number two. The other guys, that is.
I love that.
I don't know about you guys. That's probably the most shocking scene of any movie I've ever
It's just
seen.
out of nowhere.
It's out of nowhere. They just look at each other. They're like, "You think of what I'm thinking?" And, they just, like,
Aim for the
and it
bushes.
takes so long.
We never
They're
saw
like this
executive
far from the
decision.
building too.
I love that scene. That's so funny.
The sound of your piss hitting the urinal. It sounds feminine. Oh my gosh, that movie is the start to finish just amazing.
So
Pretty
good.
good, man.
Oh.
My favorite
guys
thing
are
in
mothers
that
as well.
movie was the great white shark wallpaper
Oh
Mark
yeah.
Wahlberg had on his computer. That was just like too perfect.
Oh man, his flashback to when he was a pimp—that's my favorite part.
Oh, Gator.
It's like they have the grandma going back and forth to like give the dirty messages to each other.
Yeah.
Please don't make me do this anymore.
Dude, I'm gonna
I
have to
got-
watch movies all night tonight.
I like how the police chief is always saying lyrics from TLC.
TLC.
songs.
Oh, that quiet fight in the funeral. That was great.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Fight. I love that. Fight.
Quiet fight. Man, that movie just start to finish. It's gold. Start
Gold.
to finish.
Go.
So good.
It might be the last great comedy.
Ooh, bold
Could
claim.
be.
Bold
Wow.
claim.
I'm saying it. I'm claiming it right now.
You're claiming
Here
that. All right.
now.
All right.
Okay,
I
what
can't-
about what's the dad movie? Is it Daddy's Home?
Oh, I can't do those movies. The awkward.
I
humor.
liked them. You guys
Oh,
didn't like them?
I hate
I thought
awkward
I
humor.
like them.
can't
The
do it.
I
second
like the
one-
second one.
The best part in the second one was in the trailer. Because
I haven't seen either of them.
like when his dad
I
when
tried
his
watching
dad-
the first one. I gave up. I couldn't do
Third
it.
Rock from the Sun guy shows up and he kisses him in the mouth.
John Lithgow.
Oh,
That's the funniest
let's
part.
go.
But other than that, it was terrible. It was a train wreck.
My wife didn't recognize him because the first time she saw him, he was in Dexter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the train.
Serial killer, like doing really good acting and just being super serious. And then she sees the Third Rock from the Sun, and she's like,
Yeah.
"That guy."
Yeah.
He's a Lithgow? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Lithgow.
Yeah,
Lithgow.
John Lithgow.
He's not that funny, really, honestly. He's okay. But he's more funny when he's really manic, like in Third Rock from the Sun.
Mhm.
He wasn't really
I've
funny
heard
in that
him-
movie so much.
I've heard him described as being just too Lithgow. Like whatever he is, he's too much of that. Like he
Yeah.
needs to
Fucking
dial
Ron
it back
Guy.
himself. Yeah.
Too Lithgow. You're being a little too Lithgow.
Except in Dexter, he was
Yeah, he was.
He was
Planet of the
terrifying.
Apes, too. He did
Yeah.
really good,
Oh,
really
man.
good work.
Number 4.
okay. Number wait,
3.
we're on 4. Oh, okay.
Three.
Yeah.
I
Thank
guess
you.
it's 3.
I'm gonna drink your blood.
That's awesome. I don't know what that
go.
is, but that's awesome.
Is that
I feel
Brooke
like
Shields?
Murdoch knows this one.
I've seen that, but I can't for the life of me think of the name
Yeah.
of it. It was like the only other big movie that guy got.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Nobody
don't
ever
think it's-
mentions him in Lost Boys.
Yeah, that's. I don't think you can really find it anymore either. Because I don't think I got like an
It's,
official.
Wait, who was it
that-
from Lost Boys?
He was one of the vampires.
oh, I only know.
Yeah,
He's the one that you remember when they went in and they staked the one when they were all asleep. You killed Marco. He was Marco. He's the one that they
Oh,
killed.
Alex Winter?
Yeah.
Is that Alex Winter?
I'm gonna drink your blood.
Oh my gosh, I did not see that.
That's that movie
I love how
Freaked,
he.
isn't it?
What's
I
that?
love how
Stat?
she.
It's that movie Freaked, isn't it?
It is. Did you look that up?
Oh,
No.
Were you
No, I saw a
algorithming
long
me?
time ago on late night TV, and I remember it brought back memories. I'm like,
It's a screwed up movie. Yeah,
I love how
Freaked.
she falls. I love how she falls backwards with
Yeah, she
every
gets shot like
gunshot.
this, but she goes flying back.
Yeah, every gunshot that hits her, she moves backwards more. It's friggin' hilarious. Oh man, that's good stuff.
I thought that was pretty good acting by Brooke Shields, actually.
Yeah,
Like, and she got down in it like this, like I'm gonna drink your. Like she really put some facial expression into
she
it.
could put her voice really low.
It's amazing. She could
That
do
was
that.
amazing.
So yeah, that was
All right.
Freaked. So
Number four. I'm hoping I get to use my new clip tonight.
That Interspace.
Yes, sir.
Oh man,
haven't seen that one in a
Oh.
while.
I watched that movie. Me and my sister used to watch that movie like at least once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I used to love that movie. I didn't catch it though just now. Oh.
I don't even know what was going on. I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, it didn't come through very well in the because I did already isn't.
what's going on in
easy to
that
see.
scene?
There basically do you know that movie? The plot of it? It's like there's
Uh,
like a little tiny ship that goes inside the body.
Is it Dennis Quaid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dennis
And Martin
Quaid,
Short.
Martin
Yep.
Short.
Okay.
But that scene, they're falling into the stomach acid, and the
Oh.
villain's like holding on to the outside of the ship and gets dissolved.
Oh,
Okay.
gruesome.
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
kinda
that is gruesome.
Yeah, Jason says it's a great movie. It is a good movie. I haven't seen it in years, but
I don't think I
Yeah,
ever
I
saw it.
back when movies had a little balls, if you have like a comedy movie.
Come
They
on,
hadn't
man.
got to that part yet. They're in the stomach.
I feel like
Yeah.
you're about to preach right there. That was I felt that.
Yeah, you know. All right, man, we're just breezing through these. Yeah, you know,
Yeah, we
Cal made the effort of making a nice little thing for the show, and we're not going to get to use it. It seems like, or will
We'll
we?
see.
Or
Maybe
will we?
seven
Maybe we
will
will.
stump them.
I think I'll get you with one of them.
All right. Well, here we go. Number 5.
Yes. Yes, I think that's very fair.
Hear no evil, see no evil. I love that
Holy
movie.
crap! Stat.
I love that movie.
Oh, with Gene Wilder and Richard
Yeah.
Pryor.
Yeah, you guys are quick on the draw tonight. My goodness,
Man,
It's easier without a 7-second delay. You know.
killing it.
Yeah. Right.
He's even faster in person. It's amazing. Dang. All
Yeah.
right.
if
All
we'd
right,
have seen Gene Wilder in that, I might have grabbed that too.
I made it a point not to show the
Yeah.
the heroes of that one. All right. Well, number 6, and we're just going right through this.
Take the cup away!
Mannequin 2.
Oh my gosh, Mutt!
Yep.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's
Look
how
at
you do
you. You got 2 tonight so far.
That's how you
I
do
think
it.
you beat Cal by like a split second on other guys.
I did. Clearly.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
no,
either
I
that or
said it
Weekend at
first.
Bernie's 3.
I saw that scene when I was little, and that traumatized me.
Yeah.
It was like on
Yeah.
TV, some made-for-TV movie or something. That wasn't in theaters, right?
I think it was. And that was Buffy the Vampire Slayer, wasn't it?
I
That was
think
Christy
so.
Swanson?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I deleted already. Oh, well.
The real.
Who was the
Buffy.
first mannequin? Who was the first
Cal's
mannequin?
mad. He just deleted it now. He
Kim
said he didn't get other guys.
Cattrall?
No.
No?
No. Although I
forgot what-
recently found out it was Kim Cattrall that was in Big Trouble in Little China.
Kim Cattrall was
Yes.
the first. No,
The
she was the
first
first
mannequin was-
first mannequin.
Yeah.
Kim Cattrall.
I was right.
Yep, she was.
Woo!
I remember that
Whoa.
one. I remember the
I
second
win.
one. I remember that one.
I win everything tonight.
You went a little Ric Flair on you there.
Woo!
Can I say I'm gonna interrupt. I'm gonna break. I went to WrestleMania last week before.
We need to kind of get a report on that, by the way.
There's not much to report,
Hmm.
but if you watched it, you saw it. But if you go to any wrestling event, the most obnoxious thing is somebody always just out of the blue goes woo, and then like everybody else has to start going woo, and they'll do this the whole freaking event.
That's lame.
The whole time, like if it's too quiet, someone will just go woo. Whereas many other people feel like they have to do it too.
You just have to understand it. If you're a Hogan fan, you don't understand that. It goes way back into wrestling lore, way before Hogan.
You yell something different if you're a Hogan fan, and then you get beat up. But no,
Yeah.
you know
Got
where I'm going with
Yeah.
that? You know where I'm going with that?
Mm-mm.
No, okay,
Mm-mm.
whatever. Number 7. Scream.
Hey Trejo, he's in so many things. He just takes anything they throw at him.
I think that's like epic movie.
No, and I've actually never seen this one. I just saw. I was looking up
No, it's
a
a
bunch
movie
of.
called Shoot the Hero, I think. Right?
Cal,
Say
play
they're
the
in a
thing.
movie
Play
together.
the-
I haven't seen the movie, but I know of
Play
it.
Incorrect. Cal, play the thing. Do
Dang.
it.
Oh, that's not the right one.
Wrong one. There it is.
You want to see that again?
Nice.
He's been waiting all night to use that one.
That was nice.
Oh, was that right then? Was he
No,
right
that was
on?
wrong. I just.
Oh, okay. Was that
In
Jason?
my head, I
Mewes?
was thinking it was like an Jason. No, it wasn't Jason Mewes.
No.
Oh, okay.
I can't
That
think
was
of who it
Jason Mewes, wasn't it?
Play it again. Was it Jason Mewes? I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think
No
it's in
way.
this one. Hang on, I'm gonna do that. Play it again, Callison.
It's either this one movie called Madness in the Method or Shoot the Hero, I think. Jason Mewes?
Wow, is that Jason Mewes?
That's Muse.
Looks like him.
Totally
Oh
him.
my gosh!
Totally him.
Wow, good eyes. All right. Well, no one knows it, but Pool Boy, drowning out the Fury.
I
Wow.
don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Cool boy.
I guess
like
he
a-
needs Kevin Smith on his side.
It's like a documentary about making the documentary of a movie.
Oh, wow.
Something like it's a really. I don't think it's great. It's got Kevin Sorbo. That should tell you everything you need to know about it.
I
Hey,
don't
don't
think
you
it's
talk?
great. It's got-
Don't you talk unkind about?
I
Kevin
love
Sorbo.
Case Orbs.
Everybody disappointed.
bunch of Krull fans in here.
Yeah,
Or Cull fans.
yeah.
Hercules. Hercules.
Yeah,
Well,
awesome.
that concludes Name That Death for this week. Who's our winner this week?
Me. And you
Might
know
take
it.
it too, but I think David got 2
It
also.
might
Didn't
be.
he?
Yeah, but my two were harder than David's
Now they
two.
fight it out.
David got freaked. You got other guys, and
Wait, I got freaked.
did you get freaked?
Yeah, Stat got
What did David
free.
get?
You're giving David points he didn't earn because he's a good-looking guy.
He is a good-looking guy. It's distracting.
I only got 2. I got UHF and Interspace. That was it.
Mm.
Hmm. But
And
I
Muck
the
got 2
hard-
also, so we're
That's right.
tied. Stack got
I
like
got
4.
I got other guys, and
You didn't get other
The other
guys. That
one.
was me.
I did. We both got it at the same time.
No.
You know I'm going to compile this, and we're going
I
to
got
do.
Hear No Evil, See No Evil, freaked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do the cut, man. I want to see who really won.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
Chat wins this.
We shall.
I'm just going to give it to Kokoshuko Papashango.
Yeah, let's give it to Kokushuko.
Just
He has
say
the
the
coolest
name.
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
And that's the
Who
end of
made
it.
that? Who made
I
that?
made it
You did?
with my
Pretty
awesome
good.
powers.
you even got a snippet of the other thing Cal made for tonight. He was working hard this week.
Cal, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I made the thing behind us too, which isn't as exciting, but
Yeah.
I was
Pretty
going to
cool.
say that's a bookcase behind you, right?
it's yeah,
Ew.
yes, I
You
made
rascal.
it. It's there's little pegs and you Yeah. Anyway, no, but that's C.S. Lewis. He was a literary critic before he was a writer, before he was an author.
Oh,
Okay. And then there's a moon landing, and then I made it red because Grimdark.
yeah.
So, there's our three things.
Very nice.
Three things for what? Do you want to explain to our one viewer?
For Name That Death, we have 4 viewers. One of them is
Name that
Steph.
death.
What do you mean top that?
Yeah, for top.
Well, if it's Grimdark,
top
somebody
Death.
gonna die.
Yeah, yeah. So our topic for Top That tonight is a book critic who writes a book and is petrified of all the vengeful reviews that he or she is going to get. Also, just the genre is grimdark, and what was the other thing? Oh, moon landing is a writing prompt. It's hard to fit those things together because generally grimdark is fantasy, like
He had me
medieval
shaking my head.
times. Yeah,
Thinking of
it's like
Oh, I'm
generally-
way off then. I'm way off because I thought Grimdark was just
Grim and
Full
dark.
name.
you
gotta
know,
be grim
like
and dark.
dystopian type
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
Well, that you
but
can
I
go
wasn't
that way.
thinking, I wasn't thinking it belonged to like a particular like era.
Yeah,
Me
like 99% of grimdark is like fantasy, like dark fantasy.
Jason
Like, it can
Sanders
be
says, so
classified
it's
as
like
both.
Twitter.
Yes. But yeah, there's
Kokushuko
modern.
claimed 10 points for Name That Death tonight. He is
Oh, I should withdraw then.
Oh, nice.
I should just withdraw.
No.
No,
It's
no.
also
Don't be a
urban.
baby, David.
Like
Don't be a
there's
macho.
urban urban dark fantasy also classifies as grimdark a lot of times, so
Yeah.
it's fine. I mean, it's moon landing. You
But
can't
it's
put it
just
in the
super
dark
gory.
ages.
And as
Yes,
if
you
any of
can.
these things matter,
You
because
most certainly can put a moon landing in the Dark Ages.
and none of this matters because Mark is going to pick some random thing that he likes, and that's going to be the winner.
I vote with my heart. My heart.
Why does your
Well,
heart?
I'll
not
go-
get to
I'll
vote
go
me?
first to get. I'll go first to get mine out of the way because I'm
Just
not very
quick.
confident.
Well,
with
we should probably do this next one before everybody leaves because everybody's going to start streaming now. I think this is when everybody on YouTube starts
Yeah,
streaming.
9:30 on
All
Tuesday.
right.
We have a special guest tonight. Statistical. Am I breaking the flow? Were we supposed to do that after?
Nope, this is you're right.
Yes.
Oh, is this the right way to clear this?
This is how we do it. We have a special guest
Do we?
tonight. Statistical Zero.
Who's that? Me?
Look at that.
Hot dang, you got my good side.
Cal made that in PowerPoint, I think.
Good job, Cal. That's another
Good
one.
job.
Another point for
Adobe
you.
Premiere Rush Pro. No, Premiere Rush, not the Pro.
Yeah.
I can't do Pro.
The pro rushed tonight. Oh, good job, Cal. You making
Thank you.
intros. So yeah, were we planning on setting this up, or was Macho going to set this up, or?
Well, he may have wanted to set this up, but he's not here. So you know what? I'm going to do it.
Oh yeah.
Stat,
Yeah, I guess I'm canceled.
Stat has been compiling a lot of information on Twitter through Twitter polls, and he's basically got one going just about every day that I've seen. And they're
Now
very
everyone hates
interesting.
me.
Yeah, well, he's gotten a few discussions going, so that's good. You know,
He went
Nothing
from
wrong with that.
universally loved to almost universally hated in
I
the
By
love
asking a
seeing
course
his,
of a week.
his fall
You
to
like-
the dark side. This is
I asked
amazing.
you like comic books, and they all just decided to hate me.
Yeah. Well, anytime you ask a question on Twitter, you're going to get somebody's going to get you.
It's a
Ain't that
foolish
the
thing.
truth?
So
Fool's
anyway,
game.
what we asked him to do is to come on tonight and basically talk about, 2 or 3 things that are interesting in his findings. He can just kind of like show us a couple of polls that he likes and that he found interesting. We can discuss it, and we'll do about 10, 15 minutes on that, and then we'll move on to the next thing.
Let me get this first one up here.
Ooh, how dare he ask?
I
Yeah,
know.
you should have known better. You thinking?
Should have.
Get back in line.
I love it. I got like in a Twitter beef for like one day.
You did.
Stat messaged me and he
That
was like,
was-
"Hey man, you all right?"
That was epic.
So I love that he's getting dirty too.
I
Yeah.
hear they're going to resurrect Chuck Heston to play you in the movie.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones that it only got 100 votes, but I found this one super interesting because it's something I don't think most people really thought about. I was looking at Tukey from Jeff Smith. So it's a landscape book. It's a bit bigger than, it's not like, your standard comic size. But I got to wondering why more people don't do something like that, the big, wide, kind of sweeping sort of thing. And so I asked what they thought for landscape books. Most people don't like it. Turns out because it doesn't fit on the shelf right.
Mm.
Ooh, that
So
is a
display
pain.
means a
That
lot
makes sense.
to these
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And I never really thought about that before. And most people just said it's for comic strips and kids' books, landscape, which is
Yeah.
another weird thing.
hmm
There's
It's
some
kind of like those
landscape.
Garfield books. Remember those Garfield books? They
Right.
were always that size.
But I've seen some great books in like landscape.
hmm
Most of them, like independent or like or whatever like that. But I mean, I've seen a few really nice ones. But it's funny,
These
like
bad boys right here. Little Garfield treasury.
Look at that.
That's good.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's most people don't see it as looking good on a shelf or for anything that of any particular worth, at least through the comments and stuff. It's not mature. It's not a gentleman's comic is portrait, of course.
Oh my
Are people
God.
really
Yeah.
concerned about the appearance of their comic books?
This was one of those filler questions because I didn't want to get too many in there that like sounded like they were drama inducing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So
you
much
wanna
drama
be
from
like-
this one, though.
You threw out a lob and it went
And this
kind
one
of
was
viral.
one of those ones where people got in there and they were really talking about like display and how it doesn't fit on the shelf and stuff like that. And I found it
How
really
does it?
interesting.
I'd like to know, how does it not fit on the shelf?
So if you've got like a bunch of like say your standard comic book size ones and they're up and then one's sticking out, I guess it bothers people.
Like trades. You mean like trades with the
Yeah,
spine?
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I guess when you're dealing with comic people, we tend to be a little weird. So I guess they could be a little OCD or something.
Right.
One book sticking out on your shelf.
Yeah, comic collectors definitely have some OCD going on for sure.
I guess I'm not a real comic collector. I got books jumping out all over the place.
Oh, mine's a mess over there. Jason says John Byrne, FF, and Negative Zone was the only good one. What's that a reference to?
Let me get the what do we got? Number 30. Okay, so this one, I asked if the barrier to crowdfunding was getting harder to enter. Right? 43% said yeah, the competition's getting stronger,
Yeah.
the bar's getting raised. 36% said no, it's the same as it ever was. You still got to be good. You still got to market.
Right.
12% think it's just luck. Right place, right time.
Yeah.
Oh, what were the others?
And the other 7.6. A lot of them were talking a lot about like just pretty much what I said. Like it's down to you.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Nothing to do with competition. And some were, there's light discussion. No real arguments in this one. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it getting worse? If you're walking in off the street and think, I'm going to make me a comic book.
It's not
God
harder.
help you.
It's not harder. But I think from the CG perspective, it might feel harder because when everybody was kind of getting into CG in like 2019, when the big inflow was coming in of all these people from other places, there were books that were, in my opinion, there were books that were probably lower quality in terms of art and writing that were getting big numbers. And so it seemed like the entry level was a lot more wide open. There was just a lot of things going on that was very visible. And then, of course, everybody jumped in and tried to put their book out there and the numbers kind of went down. But that's also as the, economy has started to get worse too. So I think that probably the buyers are still there. And I think the market's still wide open. I think people still need to, I think this is still the best time. I would say no, same as it ever was. That would be my answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's hard because I'm a lot stingier now with what I get, but it's not a matter of there's too many people in there. It's just I'm only because of money and because of things like that. I'm only buying the stuff that I know is going to look really, really good
On the shelf?
Yeah, on the shelf. I don't want it sticking out. There you go. No, I have enough Doug Apple books, and they barely fit in the shelf because they're all like. Yeah. I mean, I early on, like when CG started, like you kind of just threw your money out there because you wanted to support the cause, or whatever. So you would get a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes it'd be mediocre, sometimes it'd be okay. So you get a few good ones, and other times they just wouldn't even fulfill. So I mean, people were more free with their money at that time, and I don't think it's that there's too many now, but I think people are a lot pickier. If I see a good book, I'm not going to not get it because there's 20 other people making books. It's a quality thing for me. It's like it's got to look like it's going to be good. And I'm also I don't typically go for a lot of black and white stuff either. If I'm going to be paying you know,
Color prices.
yeah, if I'm paying like $35, like I want some color.
Right.
But,
Yeah, there's
that's just
discussion
being weird.
in the comments about like, pros versus, if I remember right, pros versus like, people that are independents and stuff, and whether or not that's making it more difficult. I really don't think so, because I know there's some people that, they like to support more the, not underdog, but you got like the pros that are getting $200,000 or whatever like that, so they're going to go and find people that maybe need that help.
Yeah, and I got no problem with the pros making tons of. You kind of have more of a guarantee of quality when there's a pro doing it.
They've been in the game for a while.
Been around, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But even there's a lot of the big name ones that I haven't even backed to, just because I tend to be more interested in the newer stuff that I haven't seen before.
Right.
Different styles, and I typically don't go for the typical comic style, like something a little more unique, cartoony, or I like anything Donald DeLay makes. That art style.
He's great.
I love that stuff. So,
one thing that has not really opened up yet, still, I don't think, for like people who are campaigners, is the support of the stores. Like David is one of the only people that I know of. I mean, I'm sure there's a few, but the store owners that are actively searching out campaigns and backing campaigns and getting like multiple copies for their shop.
Yeah.
That's not really happening yet. So I think when stores start to see that the Marvel DC mainstream stuff is just not really moving, but if they get some, campaign work in there that's, got some notoriety or some value of some kind that their customers will be looking for, I think it'll start going better. I think shops, David, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think shops are going to have to turn into more like boutique type places where they're really focused in on what customers are looking for and specific customers, and almost like brokering, comic projects to the right people.
Yeah, so the way that we're doing it, as far as current comics go, your regular weekly, series and whatnot from the bigger publishers, current comic books for us is like it's a subscription only. So if you come into my shop now, there's no comics on the wall. There's a big bookcase with a ton of different trades and collections and omnibus and stuff like that. Above it, I've got a bit of a shelf up there where I'll throw a couple things, mostly indie. Like Jack Irons is up there right now.
Yeah.
So the only
so
comics that I put up on the wall are like true indie stuff. Then we have our spinner rack. I used to keep the spinner rack filled with True Believers, which are those like $1 Marvel comics.
That's the
I
best
loaded it with those, but they're gone and they're not printing anymore, so they're slowly disappearing. So what I put in the spinner rack now is just whenever I do my orders, I'll order extra copies of Spider-Man and a couple other titles, and I put those in the spinner rack because almost always when kids come in or parents bring their kids into the shop, they want to check out a comic book. If it's anything new, they always want to gravitate towards Spider-Man or Batman. But then we have the table, and everything in the table is $1.99, and we managed to get that full of stuff that, for the most part, is from around the 80s, but the 90s stuff. But I won't put anything current in the table. But we don't have any more overstock or back issues from current stuff because the orders are like exactly what is being subscribed to, so there's no leftovers.
That's good.
Yeah. So I'll just really quickly chime in on that last poll. I don't know the exact statistics. That's Statistical Zero's job. But when I'm looking, so I was kind of around towards the beginning of Comicsgate. Shinobi Sasquatch was one of the first books that did really well that wasn't by one of the big guys. And yet to fulfill. But the fact remains, we did close to six figures, and so I'm looking at it from that, being there from that point till now. It seems to me the audience hasn't grown a ton. Like we have more people, but it's not like I don't think we've like doubled or tripled our audience.
You think the
But we
creators have grown, not so much the backers?
Yeah, exactly. I think, and if even if the backers have grown 2 or 3 times, the creators are 10, 15 times. Like there's so many people, and most of them are no names, which that's not a pejorative. I'm just saying no one knows who they are, as opposed to an Ethan Van Sciver or a John Malin or a Dale Keown
Right.
or whatever. And so I think that we have a lot more to wade through, I guess is my point. When you go to Indiegogo to look at comics, there's exponentially more like low to mid quality comics to wade through.
Now Wade's gonna have you blocked for sure.
To find the good stuff. What's that?
Wade's gonna have you blocked for sure.
Wade?
Mark Wade.
Oh. Yeah.
Not even on his radar.
He blocked me a long time ago. I mean, like 2 years ago.
Jason says I'm no name due to witness protection. Oh my.
Anyway, that's my 2 cents. By the way, Mark Wade is, I don't know if you guys know, but in Shinobi Sasquatch, the main villain's name is Wade DeMarco. And
that's not overt.
The script was written when the whole like Richard Meyer Wade thing was going on.
Yeah.
So his goal is to get the broken jaw of the lost soul, and that gives him the power to blah blah blah. Like there's so much early comics nostalgia Easter eggs in that book, in the script. I mean, I should send you guys all the script. It's chock full of like 2 years ago Comicsgate Easter eggs.
You should put out what's finished of the book, and the rest of it should just be the script, but don't tell anybody. And just wait till people get it.
It's just the script.
After page 17, it's like, turns into a novel.
I wouldn't do that.
No, I'm not going to do that. But hey, I'm hopeful that the book's going to get finished. Rob's getting work, so we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, let's move on to the next poll.
Oh wait, I want to chime in. Wait, I wanted.
Sorry, go on. I was just going to say I was going to send some love to Xevious and Buddy.
Yeah, Xevious, beautiful work.
He is an amazing artist.
Really.
Sorry, moving on.
Shoot, now I forgot what I was going to say. Mark.
Sorry.
Freaking
I care about the chat. All 3 of them.
I think I was just going to say basically that we're still dealing with sort of the Twitter cluster of marketing for CG, and that's where it is cramped, and that's where I think we probably have done some plateauing as far as who you're marketing to.
It's hard getting it out to the normies, yeah.
There's a lot of space on the open frontier that people are not pushing into.
That's why we all got to get on Truth.
Yeah. For real though, I don't know.
No luck on Truth.
I don't know if it's Truth or if it's Getter or if it's Facebook or where, but there's more out there. It's just people are not on Twitter. Not every comic book fan in the whole world's on Twitter. So we got to get out there into the sort of it, and also people getting into conventions. A lot of CGers are setting up at cons.
Really?
Yeah, and that's it. I've been seeing a lot of CGers setting up at cons, and because cons are rolling now, the pandemic's over, the cons are rolling, everything's up and back.
And
up
the cons aren't censoring or like blacklisting CG people.
No, dude,
not unless they have the flag up, I'm sure.
Man, if that happens, you're going to hear about it, and no one's heard about that yet, so I don't think it's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people going to the radar CG. Like I think a con isn't, examining your Twitter to see if the hashtag is there.
Well, and if they start doing that, there's going to be a much bigger audience to market to, because that's going to be news.
All right. Hey, real quick. This line, the fix this, is in the book. It's a major point. Like, no, it's a good script though. It's not just like hobbled together CG. It's a really, really good script. It's the best script I've ever written, but it's so full of stuff like this. The fix this thing is like a major point. So anyway,
Everybody else says that's what we're doing. X is going to Calgary in July.
Yeah.
Pixel Trader.
Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like Pixel Trader. I'm hoping he gets that Critical Snail book out soon. That's a fun little concept to me.
Yeah, Buddy and Pixel are guys that I've really they're I've talked to them. I was talking to them early on in CG. Great dudes, great guys. So anyway, let's move on to the next poll. Here we go.
So this last one I'd looked at because I was thinking a lot about Comicsgate and how there's really 2 kind of halves of the fandom. There's the YouTube half. You know, they're there to support the creator so that the entertainment keeps on going. That's their priority. And then there's the comics half that, you know, maybe buy the comics, don't necessarily watch a lot of live streams. They just want those comics.
Right.
And they want them there on time, or they want, you know, they just want their comics. And so I'd kind of wondered, are these comics still a priority for most people? And 106 votes is another one of the smaller ones. They're getting bigger. They're starting to get around 300 and 400. And I don't think the information is going to be super accurate until we start getting, you know, more up. But as far as the group concerned, yes, they were still very much concerned with the comics, not as much with YouTube. And merch was the furthest from there. Because I mean, you know, comics, it's hard. It's hard for comics to make it on their own. You know, I don't know too many, maybe besides Calvin and Hobbes, because Watterson wouldn't allow it. I don't know too many comics that made it without something: TV, merch, T-shirts, books, toys, you know, something like that to help kind of keep it where it should be. In this case, comics are the main thing that I think people are looking for.
That's why my Redbubble, that's why the Shinobi Sasquatch Redbubble store has not sold anything except for to me and Rob. Rob bought I think Rob bought a shower curtain or something, and I bought something. The one person, and then one guy bought a tank top, and that's it. Like, that's all that we sold.
Buddy Lord says for the comic guys or the YouTube guys, comics basic mugs, that's almost how I see it for some people, where it's like it's the end of a season thing. You know, you get your comic and then the new season starts for the show. Right. And then the comic's that ending gift kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, go on. You go ahead, Matt.
Well, I was just going to say, I think that's how they enter. I think they enter the fray like that. Like, they enter with the love of comics on the mind. They make the comic. They raise, you know, the audience through YouTube. And the next thing you know, you're like a YouTuber, and you got to figure out how to keep that business going, because if you get a couple thousand subs, you know, you're in business. It's something you have to figure out and keep up with. So I think it's the question's a good question, but I think that there's probably some nuance to that probably people like me, I don't understand it, because I don't have that many subs. I want to have that many subs, but you know, people that are there, they have a business to maintain. There's money coming in from that. So they have to sort of like keep, and a lot of these guys will fall into that trap of the drama trap. Oh, what's the latest drama this week? That's going to give me some views, which is going to give me a little change in my pocket. Next thing you know, the comic does become kind of secondary. I think that's kind of what you're getting at with the question, right?
A little bit, yeah. Like whether or not, like, at this point in time, Comicsgate is more concerned with YouTube or with the comics that are driving the YouTube, you know what I mean? And most of the ones that took that poll clearly were more for the comics than actually sitting and watching streams.
Hey, what's up, Bruce?
Bruce.
There was one more poll I wanted to touch on quick that doesn't have a lot to do with me, but I see the tie was broken.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Shameful.
It was 50-50 last time.
I saw it at 50-50. How did it change? I guess Twitter finally caught up with the
457 talent.
I was genuinely blown away by this one.
I was too.
I really thought professionalism was going to win out, but
me and Mark almost traded blows over this.
Big time. Big time.
Yeah, they
called
got
you a dick and left it alone.
Well, it's interesting, Cal. You should tell your perspective.
Yeah, it was an interesting perspective.
Okay, so I will say, just as a guy who I think people generally think that the goons were like really surprised at my answer because of my situation with Shinobi Sasquatch and with Rob, because Rob is immensely talented, just more than most people in indie comics right now. Rob, as an artist, Rob is just naturally talented. He has no formal training, and he just draws like a madman.
Yeah.
But the professionalism, Rob, I love you. Professionalism is not there. And so I think that people expect me to say professionalism because I want that to be true. But I think that talent is, well, not I think, I know talent is innate. You know, skill is learned, and you can not be talented and still learn to do something. You know, I'm a singer. I'm naturally talented. I become more skilled. But other people maybe don't have natural talent, but they go and they get the training, and they surpass me in skill because they're actually getting the training. But talent itself is innate. It's something you're born with. It's a proclivity towards a certain thing. you're good at it just naturally. Like these pianists of old, like Beethoven and stuff, who were composing symphonies at like, at 8 years old or whatever it is. So talent is there. It can't be taught. But professionalism can be to most people. So that's my viewpoint. I think most people can learn to be professional, and so the talent, if it's there, awesome. You can hopefully teach the person to be professional. But if someone's really professionally minded but they don't have the talent, it's going to take them a lot longer to get the skill to match someone who has the natural talent. That's my basic argument.
I'm a terrible Twitter user because Cal and I disagreed, and we were like, we disagree, and it was like, cool, yeah. So I didn't get to
Yeah.
help
You
him
guys
or
suck at Twitter.
anything like that.
Be a little meaner about it. No, that's like professional sports players. They are born with the ability to do more. They have to have the ethic to make the most of that, though, or they end up sitting at home on pro day. I'll tell you, LeBron James is a natural talent, but his professionalism, I think, has gotten him in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
As they didn't even make the playoffs this season. But anyway.
But he's getting paid to act like that. Technically, that's professionalism.
Yeah. But he also walks off, walks off the court or just gives up on his team.
But he's getting his knee. What is he supposed to do?
Nah. My take on it. I think I'm more of a pessimist because I don't think I think at a certain point I think you lose the ability to learn professionalism. I think younger guys, I think that's something you can learn. I had to learn it just in the work world. But I think if I were still that same person today, I don't know if it's something like an old dog, new tricks kind of thing. But they're hand in hand. I think you need the professionalism to there's talent out there, sure. You need the professionalism to fulfill a book, to get it out, to get it finished, to even do it well. I mean, you might just be really good at drawing, but you might not have be able to work well with people or work well with the writer or whatever. I think there's more to it than just getting your work done and sending it out. I think there's a lot of different factors in there that go into it. And there are books out there that have not great artists that I think do well. I'm not going to say them because that would be rude of me.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah. But there are books that I think probably don't have the best art, the best talent, but they do well. And there's other factors. I think the professionalism can be a different part of it, just the way you interact with people, things like that. So I would think that if you can sell something, being professional with little talent, I think that outweighs the ability to be massively talented, but not have the professionalism to carry out something people want.
It's further a minefield when you're spending all your time alone drawing or writing, and then you go on Twitter and you hear everybody talking about how great you are. And then, a good chunk of them probably are spending all their time alone just on Twitter. So their social game isn't quite up to par. It just makes for a powder keg.
Right.
Yeah. I'd like to hear what David thinks about this. David, where are you at on that professionalism versus talent? I mean,
in the context of the question, which which one is more important?
Yeah.
For Comicsgate?
Yes.
Professionalism.
Yeah, buddy.
So you have your mainstream comics, your mainstream writers, your mainstream artists, right? This is all the par for the course type stuff. You have something else. It doesn't matter if it's Comicsgate or not, but just something else that's starting up over here with people that for the most part nobody knows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your talent doesn't have to be at the top of the game in order to get people's attention. But if your professionalism, especially trying to kind of prove yourself as a creator, being able to produce something and deliver it, if your professionalism is not at the top of the game, then your lack of professionalism will destroy the movement. Like it will mar the thing. I mean, there are undoubtedly countless people who have walked away from it because of the lack of professionalism, not because of they're not being top talent, right? People have walked away from it. I'm done with it. I'm not crowdfunding anymore. I don't get my books. You know what I mean? Everything's 2 years late. Like nobody really. It's not. That's never going to happen because of lack of talent.
Yeah.
That will
Welcome, Jeremy, by the way.
that will happen because of lack of professionalism. And there's and that's even on a scale. There's a difference between missteps where someone's being fully transparent, they're keeping in touch with everybody, they're doing what they can to right a wrong, all the way down to projects that have just vanished, and there never has been deliveries. And so I think professionalism is more important. It carries more weight for the people that you're trying to get to come into it to get on board and
See, look at
long
Doom
term.
Kicker as your reference too, because that's talent, light years of
overload.
talent.
Yeah.
Holy crap, talent.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
That's great.
Yeah, Bruce, you are one of the finest talents in
yeah, man.
Yeah.
on the planet, so definitely not
Bruce
in the
is
mix there,
amazing.
by the way.
drawing a book we're working on together, 13 Bones. Just
Yeah.
throwing it
That's
out
gonna
there.
be great. I can't wait for that.
Me either.
That question got so much like you saw that had 457 votes. I don't have that many followers, so that question took off. I
I
have
was
never had
surprised
that
only
many.
because CG is specifically a movement birthed out of lack of professionalism. So I really expected it to go in that direction. But
yeah, but if you're coming into it new, you don't kind of know that. I think there's a lot of people that are kind of new, like 2020, 2021. And they don't really know sort of like those backstories and origin stories of CG.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Right.
you said that's when they were born. I'm like, what are they
No.
doing typing on Twitter?
Yeah.
Like, don't back these books, you're too little.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of new blood in CG right now that's really excited about it. Like really, really excited about it. They're into it. They love it. But
Speaking of professionalism and talent, we got the
one and only
them Diaz boys.
Yeah.
I want to start paying them just to make us wrestling promo videos every week. We don't even need to be doing wrestling. They're just that stuff is so good. It's my favorite part of any wrestling.
The best is their last promo. Phil told me that there were people in the gym with them when they were doing it, and they had to tell them to be quiet. And it's funny if you watch the promo, you actually see Phil at one point like look over and like laugh because they're.
Dude, you guys, Zane Comics, you guys should become like pro wrestlers because your backstage stuff is just so freaking good. I just learned to wrestle. It's on point, man.
Yeah. Also, one shout out for the Zayd boys or Diaz boys is that their new format is cool. Like the Tonight Show format. I like it. I'm digging that. You guys should stick with that. That's a good format.
I
haven't seen it. I'll check it out.
How to edit yourselves because they like bleep themselves at one point. I don't know how they do that on a stream.
They probably have somebody like me who's really good at making.
They got all that Lost Pages money now, so they're moving up. They're moving up.
Sweet mother.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I was distracted there. There was the two most handsome men in CG were just.
I think it's time to move on to the next segment.
Wait, I have one final question.
Okay.
What happens when you have good art and you seem to be running a good campaign, but then you get found out to be a pedo? You guys remember that, right? The little girl lethal guy?
Oh my god.
Oh, I was like, what are you saying about that?
I only remember that because the dude, like, before he was found out, he like messaged me and said, "Hey, I'm an artist is really wants to do like a poster of little girl lethal, whatever her name is, Sugar Lightspeed or whatever, and Sugar Shinobi Sasquatch." So there's an image out there of this pedo guy's character and my character.
Did
I'm
that
like,
get shut down and refunded, or is that just in the ether still up?
I don't know. Once I found out what was going on with him, I just like tuned out of his
I'd never
business
heard of him.
completely.
I've never been more disturbed when I found that out. I realized the guy. I never heard of the guy, and then I found out he was following me. I was like, I put pictures of my kids on Twitter. And I stopped doing it after that. Like, no more.
Yeah, it's. Anyway, I don't know why I threw that out there. I'm sorry. Just
why would you do that, man?
Because I was on my mind,
Yeah, he was arrested. I'm not sure what happened to the campaign.
Yeah, I'm curious. I doubt anyone's ever going to get their book.
No. I wonder if the money.
Yeah.
I mean, Mutt was a day one backer of Little Girl Lethal.
No, I was not.
He was like, guys, check out
Bruce
this
had
book.
him on.
Oh no!
Oh my god! Nobody knew about that guy. Nobody knew about that.
Dude,
And everybody was
dark
slinging,
stain on Comicsgate.
yeah, and everybody was slinging mud at other creators. Like that was really a bad show. Like everybody was slinging mud at other creators. You know,
Yeah.
they knew him and how to connect. Nobody knew that. That guy was weird.
At this point, we should all, all the beef should be squashed. We should look back and go, hey, at least none of us are pedos. Like, can we just all get along now? We've got that in common.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
this should be the base level for getting along. Just in,
Yeah.
I'm ready to move along from this subject to the next thing.
You scared off the Zayd brothers. That's
wait,
for sure.
what's
the Diaz brothers?
What's the next thing at this point?
I'm king, and they know it. When I snap my fingers, everybody says sure. I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot. Top that.
Did you put sunglasses on?
Here we are.
I'm ready.
Top that.
I'm ready to win tonight.
You doing the? I mean, I'm not participating, but I'll do it too.
This Top That is America's #1 story pitch game show. We each have 2 minutes to pitch our story based on the parameters chosen last week. And the best pitch may or may not win because Mark is an arbitrary winner chooser.
He's a hard judge.
Wait.
This week we have
I vote with my heart. I've made it
Supposed to
clear.
be putting up a bribe. Here we go. Where's my bribe?
We have a premise this week: a book critic who is writing their first book but becomes paralyzed by fear of receiving vengeful reviews. The genre is Grimdark, and the writing prompt is Moon Landing.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. Just felt a little icy. I felt a little fabulous. That's why.
Take the rocket ship to the moon.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Oh, look at this. Kokoshuko Papa Show. Thank you so much. I love my pitch last week. My wife said I delivered it too dry and too quiet.
Did you not do the eyebrow thing last week?
Well, she said I was trying too hard to be like Lovecraft-y, like very quiet. I've been listening to Horror Babble, and the guy's got a great voice for it, and I just don't. So I'm just not gonna do it. But thank you for liking my pitch. I appreciate that.
I voted for Macho.
Did Macho even pitch? He votes for him even when he doesn't pitch.
Macho hasn't pitched in a while. I'm calling out Macho right now, Macho. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing right now, Macho, you need to get in the game, buddy. You get your head straight.
Oh, you are.
Yeah,
I can see the reflection. Ooh.
Yeah, Macho.
I'm waiting for that those sunglasses reflect something awful.
Here's my challenge to Macho. Before you go to sleep at night, take your phone or a little notepad or an iPad or something.
Is this a threat?
Just for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Everyone has 10 minutes, no matter how busy you are. For 10 minutes before you go to sleep, just have the prompts up and just think about it and write a few notes. If you do that every night of the week, by Tuesday, you're going to have a pitch.
You just asked Macho to do something responsible. That will never happen.
Can you make me big, Cal?
You're big boy.
Can I make you big?
Yeah.
Again, I'm not God, but I can solo you. Okay.
Thank you. I just wanted to be part of the group.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that.
I feel better now.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing this for sympathy.
Hurt you, little bird. Macho do this? Is that why he's not here tonight?
That's what you're going to look like after my pitch, Stat.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready. I'm just preparing myself.
That's right.
All right, who's
But
starting?
he says it's like a wrestling.
I'll go first. I want to get mine over
go
with.
first.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to really work to try and keep this under 2 minutes.
All right, get that timer ready, Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, timer is ready. Display
Clinical beauty right here. Look at this.
Display.
I'm distracted. I can't even listen right
It's
now.
very distracting.
We're gonna have to put some kind of filter on him to make him less attractive for this section.
Shut it! I gotta focus here. You're gonna make me laugh.
This raw sexual energy.
Okay, get it out. Laugh it out. Laugh it out. And
right.
okay,
We're done?
your 2 minutes.
Are we done?
Look at that.
We're
skin.
done. We're done.
Skin is perfect.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I got to laugh
That's
out real
noise.
quick.
All right, let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
All right,
It's so messed
I get 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
We're about to go 3 minutes here.
I'm going to add 15 seconds
No.
for David.
No.
I'm just kidding.
That was called a sight game, man. You gotta-
Okay, here we go. Display name. Your 2 minutes starts now.
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 Okay.
Wait. Now.
Oh gosh.
Jerry sits at his computer and stares forward at the blinking cursor which precedes a blank page of electric light. It's burning his eyes, which no doubt will eventually cause him to feel like there's a strobe light in his brain when he lays down to sleep later tonight. The beginnings of what may be one of the greatest novels produced in history is locked behind that invisible door which plagues us all time to time, but he'll certainly set it free if he continues to focus. But after hours, nothing has come to him. The TV in the other room buzzes away, rattling off the evening news in polished fashion, but it's just background noise that's underlining the hum of the monitor, which is nearly blind to Jerry at this point. Outside the window, a police cruiser flies past, and the sudden flash of lights and its siren snaps Jerry out of his hypnosis. He gets up from the desk. Over on the TV, he catches the news that the latest moon landing, the 14th this year, in fact, and it finally clicks. He gets a premise for one of the greatest novels produced in history. No sooner than this revelation makes itself clear that he hears thunder and the rain starts pouring down. He makes his way forward to the window and stares down at the city through the rain. It's a landscape of sleek steel skyscrapers striped with lengthy wraparound windows. Their feet are ordained with street carts and bodegas and pop-up attractions colored with overly abundant neon light. Steam rolls out from the countless pipes, climbing up their sides. Cars fly by on the streets in the air above them every 2 to 3 stories. On the street, under a lamp, a figure looks up at him, and Jerry senses the stare comes with some ill intent. He backs slowly from the window. A red light comes on behind him. It's his personalized message board, which looks very much like the call center queue marquees of old. The message running across it reads, "Don't even think about it." He feels sick. Jerry is not just a writer, but a book critic as well, and it seems his lofty ambitions have opened him up for some reckoning. The TV switches over from the news to a CCTV feed zoomed in on the stranger in the street. Top that. Top.
Oh, you
Oh,
jerk.
yeah.
Man.
Did he make it?
I
There's
almost-
no way.
I almost got to use my Arnie. He was literally he was 1 second to spare. One
I
second.
don't know what that was about, but it was described so well.
Wow.
So many adjectives.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's a lot of
I
adjectives.
love me some adjectives.
I was totally distracted by David's rugged good looks.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of his brown beard.
I know. He's not gray and white like you are.
Anyone with a
It is
beard with
graying.
color-
It is graying.
There's-
There it
Yeah,
is.
but look at this freaking piece of crap grayness. I know.
Notice,
it adds
Mutt doesn't wear the
wisdom.
hat anymore when I started calling him color swap Cal.
I know. That's
Yeah,
I have to
stop
do
wearing
something
the
different. Yeah. No, that's some hair right there, boy. That's some hair.
That's some
You might
crazy
find that.
scientist
You
hair.
might find that in a Three Stooges episode. I'm ready. Who's who else
Magic
is ready?
Murdoch taking the lead at the moment.
Okay, well, he's
Oh,
only one.
Sweet.
That's
Crushing
all
the
right.
rest of you.
Stat next, then me, then Cal.
Okay.
Why do I
Wow,
always have to go
Cal for
last? It's never fair. All right.
I wanted to get into the deep end of the pool here.
All right, deep ender.
baby bird.
Statistical loquacious 0.
Stands
I'm
for lead.
assuming. Oh, okay.
Statistically
Zeroable.
zero.
Statistically 0. Ah,
Zeroable.
I just got it. That's good stuff. Okay, your 2 minutes starts now.
A former critic, I'm talking about Paul McLaughlin, son of Vitchikoff, has moved on to a new life as an author. Life becomes nearly impossible for Paul when he fears that his first book, Meat Puppets, about an astronaut that goes crazy during a moon landing and turns his co-pilot into a ventriloquist dummy named Grimdark, will be viciously critiqued by Brett St. Ander Johansson, a former novelist disgraced by Paul. This time, it's personal. Top that.
Oh wow, short and sweet.
35 seconds.
Holy crap!
You
No,
can
that's
actually
not
say that
fair.
one twice, just for good
You
measure.
only use 30 seconds. That's not. I don't know what.
I use half those.
I mean, that's about
Time
how
up on the
long
name.
David's was too, if you take out all the adjectives. 3 minutes
Adjectives
just
are
describing
fine,
him looking at his
adverbs are
computer
not.
screen. All right, Muddington.
Mhm.
See, I bet Mutt's gonna forget to say top that.
No, I'm not, because I wrote it down.
It's in the pitch.
I like that you have a dinner tray at your toilet right now. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Those dinner tables.
Drink.
In and out, all in one trip.
He doesn't
All right,
burn his
ready?
legs with his laptop.
All right. @ Muttman75 space link tree link
No
dot
one's gonna type all that in.
linker.e/Muttman. Your
Nobody's
2
gonna
minutes
type
starts now.
that in, buddy.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, your 2 minutes starts now.
Hank Mooney hated writers. For years, he made his living as a marketing manager for a major publisher. He hobnobbed and met all the big names. You know, the books with more name on the cover than anything else. Yeah, he knew all those guys. They were so pretentious, so vain. They loved the smell of their own farts, call it perfume. He fantasized about humbling them at dinner parties. Hank decided to start a critic blog under an alias. Since he knew the business, he could expose their ideas and show how they were all drawing from the same resources and trends established by the major publishers. His blog became popular. Customers started referencing it. It was affecting the bottom line, and if his publisher ever figured out who was behind the New Moon Landing blog, he would be in huge trouble. One day, he got an eerie comment. "I know who you are." He couldn't shake the feeling that this was not just some troll. The next week, he got a package in the mail, heavy. It felt wet.
Ew.
He got it partially opened. Terror filled him. It was the severed head of Nick Speaker, the famous sci-fi author.
Racist.
The phone rang. The voice on the other end said, "You really inspire me, Mooney." What could he do? If he called the police, he'd have to expose himself. The publisher's lawyer would take everything. No, Hank knew he had to handle this personally. He knew he'd have to give a critical response.
Oh, no.
For fans of Nobody and Drag the Cause Concrete, top that.
No?
Audience of one. Thank you.
It's
I'm
amazing.
not allowed to comment. Well, I'm I'm a pitcher too.
You whimpered out on the top that. I could tell you're trying not to wake up people in your house.
Yeah, there's people sleeping. I'm trying to not scream.
People worry when you're in the bathroom going, "Stop that!" Look at that. Excellent, says Jason Sandberg.
Thank you, Jason Sandberg. You're awesome.
Look at Cal. He's getting his eyebrows ready. That's going to go sideways in a minute. There it is.
Jeez.
Speaking
It's
of
like
pretend-
it's like over the top when Stallone puts his hat backwards.
Yeah.
Speaking
and
of
my,
pretentious authors who think their farts smell like perfume, I give you Cal Jameson, ladies and gentlemen.
It's pitch o'clock.
hey, just because I actually have the best pitch every week and no one realizes it doesn't
Oh,
mean
yeah.
I'm pretentious.
He's like, just because my farts smell like perfume doesn't mean
It's because you guys don't understand a lot of the references that I pick from literature.
I'm going to tell you a supernatural thriller.
You know, a lot of you guys don't know about the Grimdark thing. It's part of sci-fi. Sometimes it's like ancient Greece. I don't know if
This is
you know
really
that.
confusing for you guys. Do a little research this week.
You know what? I love you guys, and the proof is, I mean, I literally do 3 to 5 hours of research every week for my pitch, and no one cares, and I almost never win.
We don't care.
And I don't care. I'm
Tad
fun,
Williams
you know?
was a narcissistic detective with a chip
45
on his
seconds of
shoulder.
research for mine.
She
One
walked
night while
in.
he was driving down the road to meet a dame at a hotel, a ghost appeared on the road.
These are good. You guys should write this
The
down.
ghost had legs for days. He liked
He
to
was
wear a
sexy
fedora.
ghost.
Sounded like Gilbert Godfrey.
All right, let's go. Come on, man. Let's go.
You have to give your pitch in the style of Gilbert Godfrey.
No.
If you want to win.
If you want to win, that's how
I
you.
don't
That's
care
how you
about
top that.
winning.
Because I'll tell you right now, Mutt's about to win this unless you bring it home.
Okay. Jason says it's a niche part of the subgenre. You know.
Yeah.
We're not this, huh?
You know, not everybody knows
It's a
about
supernatural thriller.
It's a supernatural thing.
All right,
Okay, I'm gonna spotlight myself.
legs for days.
I'm gonna pull up my one.
I
note.
always wondered. I'm sorry.
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh Lord,
He ain't gonna help you.
Lord, he always helps me. Philippians 4. Wait.
Oh no, here he goes.
Here we go.
3.
Let me tell you guys how much
We're losing viewers by the second. Give your pitch.
Okay. What is my name tonight? C.S. Jameson. Your 2 minutes starts now. Harvey built his career as a book critic on a foundation of brutal honesty and a terrifyingly effective command of the English language. And though writing fiction wasn't his passion, he was sick of angry fans and offended authors daring him to write a better book. So he decided to prove he could. The idea for the novel wasn't his own. It was something he found after spending a little too long in an internet conspiracy theory rabbit hole. The real reason man went to the moon all those decades ago, the crazies said, and why no human had been back in almost half a century until recently, was that the U.S. government had used NASA as a transportation for the forced relocation of a race of dormant nightmare creatures we had found when we first arrived in North America. A race we didn't know how to kill, but we knew we could not allow to stay on our planet if we wanted to remain at the top of the food chain. The wackadoos online had apparently been triggered by the U.S. sending the first manned mission since the 70s to the moon. They foretold the awakening and return of those creatures and society plunging back into the dark ages as the monsters took back what was rightfully theirs. Too fantastical and horrifying to be real, but it would make great fiction. Heck, it was already great fiction. He just had to smooth that pile of lunacy and fever dream fantasies into an outline, and then the novel would flow like an open head wound on a hemophiliac. Harvey had arranged for his book to be released the day the astronauts were set to return to Earth, hoping the timing would increase sales, and though he was petrified by the impending barrage of vengeful, spite-filled reviews, it would turn out that was the least of anyone's worries, as he and the rest of humanity would learn together that the conspiracy theorists were right. Again. This is a story called Dark Side of the Earth. Top that!
Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cal Jameson. All talent, no professionalism.
Oh.
Wait.
Well, I'd like to give my vote.
I'm just kidding.
You may have had it that time, but not now. May I share my screen to present my vote?
Oh, this way.
Share my screen. There it is. Share my screen. Winner, chicken dinner.
You were only naming him the winner because you wanted to use this picture. You know that.
Oh, you rascal. I'll take it. I'll take it.
You would.
Nicely done.
That was our private.
Although points to staff for trying to bribe me with a Nightcrawler avatar.
That was nice. I liked how he slipped.
Did everything I could.
Did
Jason
anybody else
Sandberg's
know?
already
Did
said
any
me
of
too.
you? Did any of you guys know that we haven't put a man on the moon since the 70s? Did anybody else
knew
know that?
I
We
did
found
know
out it
that.
was made of
Fine.
cheese and never went back.
If you believe we've ever actually been to the moon.
I think it might be because it's just boring.
It's just a
Oh,
rock.
why did I
What are you
leave
talking
that
about?
out?
It rocks.
Ew.
Been up there forever.
Oh, Darth. We got Darth. I'm humiliated this week because of Darth. Apparently, the card company I use to send out the playing cards for the King of That Thing tournament sent him the wrong deck.
Oh, come on.
What?
Come on,
So,
man.
That just sounds like an excuse. That sounds like an excuse.
Sure does.
My lack of professionalism is going to.
I'm referencing my
Lose him.
comment section on the Shinobi Sasquatch campaign page. Just FYI.
We need to have a segment where we just read angry comments on Shinobi Sasquatch.
Oh yeah, but he has to read them in the voice that he gives his pitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he has to say like, "I'm sick of your excuses, and I wish you would die," like that.
Yeah. I'll see you in court.
Get your Gilbert Godfrey voice going for that.
I'll see you in court.
See you in court.
Why haven't we had a Shinobi Sasquatch book yet?
Yep, that's it. That's a new segment. Let's go ahead and line that up.
He's gonna read that comment with Gilbert Godfrey's voice from now on.
All right, I think it's clear.
Anyway, Darth. Again, I
make
know
it-
I apologized to you already, but I'm sorry. He's still happy with the deck, but it's the wrong one. I'm gonna need to rectify that.
Rectify it.
Figure out what happened there.
Let's make this official.
Actually, according to Wikipedia,
We had I don't know if there's any
my
New
app,
Englanders in the bunch. We used to have a weatherman named Al Caprillion that used to sound like that. Al Caprillion. And that's how he did the weather. He'd go, "Good evening."
Can you
With
name
his
me the
voice.
winner? Can you name me the winner, please, officially?
Well, we gotta, you know, you already got my 10 points. We've got to see who the chat gives their half a point to.
I've already got one
Well-
from Jason Sandberg because he's awesome.
Ooh,
Kokushuko, are you still here? Bruce, you guys, come on, help me out.
Kokushuko's always lurking in the
I had
shadows.
a very solid pitch. It's the beginning of a Grimdark story.
No, you don't get to explain it after.
You do.
No.
If your pitch doesn't explain it, it doesn't explain
Okay,
it. That's the
fine.
rule.
Well, look, Mutt's our winner this week.
Yeah,
He takes your
thank
crown, Cal. Your crown and your dignity, might I say. He gets them both.
I'll take it from you.
Oh, yeah.
Boom!
Oh, no.
Oh, snap.
Well, half a point
No.
for Cal. Congratulations.
That's 2
Congratulations.
votes from chat. One for
No,
me.
it's not. It's one vote from chat.
No, I mean
No,
one
it
for me,
is.
one for you.
So Mutt has
we
10 and a
need a
half points. You have
tiebreaker.
half a point.
Right. It takes a lot of points to overcome Mark's 10-point vote.
Look, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Looking
You
to
guys
see if
want
I
to
have,
stop
like,
my
a
reign of
video.
terror? Start tuning in.
That's right. That's right. We need more viewers to vote so that we can outshine Mark's 10 points.
Let's take a look at where have you? Oh wow, no one's streaming right now. We
And
have
what's
no
the?
excuse this
Why don't
week.
we have any viewers? Oh,
I guess it's just us.
We might be the problem, guys.
It was nice to blame on everybody for a while.
Everybody. No, Breaking Red streaming. So
that's
We
us
can't
though.
interrupt those guys.
I know. Eric Weathers is.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, we're
Eric
not
Weathers
worried.
streaming right now?
We're not worried about Eric Weathers.
Don't
Come at me, Weathers.
Yeah, come at us, Weathers. Let's see what
come
you
at
got.
them, Weathers. We'll take it.
Eric Weathers is awesome, officially.
Yes.
He is. He's a great.
Disclaimer: Eric Weathers is awesome.
Disclaimer: he is actually
With a lovely coif, if I do say so myself.
What's that?
The hair. He's got
Oh.
the hair.
Oh, it's
It's one of those words again.
Sounds very similar to a different words.
Mhm.
All right, are we out of segments? Is that it?
No, we've got one more.
Yeah. What's our?
We don't have an
what's our-
intro for it yet.
I
Mark.
will get to it. I'm sorry. I will do it.
That's okay.
Sexy
Your
short
new,
box with
your new
David
slacker
Dunn. We're
status
getting
is
to it.
nearing Macho Dan status, so that's okay.
Wow.
Don't worry about it.
I had to name that death this week. Don't
Yeah,
never question.
congratulations.
Never question me.
Congratulations. Big
Well,
deal.
to start
I
off,
took my first night
comic-
off in like a year last week.
Oh
It
yeah,
required
that's
me
true.
not being able to speak properly to do it.
Yeah.
Aside from me, you're the longest lasting goon. I mean, no one else has never ever missed a show but me. But
I mean, that's true. The show doesn't run unless. unless
Cal,
Cal's
you've
there.
never missed one show? You've never missed
He
one?
missed- He missed one because I remember we had to Macho had to
Yeah.
figure out how to get into
Oh.
StreamYard one
well,
time.
that was before we switched to my channel, though.
No, no. That counts 100%. You have
Ooh.
missed.
Look, it doesn't matter if we were originally on Macho's channel. We still had a show.
That's right. And my channel, too.
That's
Yeah,
true.
no one cares about those ones.
Yeah. They're great, though. You should go back and watch them.
I would encourage you all not to go watch our early shows.
Yeah, don't do that.
Everything we need, I recapped in the Drifter stuff. That's all the original show we need.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were pretty. If you think this is rough, go back to the early days.
This is rough.
I would like to give a quick update on Drifters. I think that Cal has done a really good job of kind of laying out a skeleton for the book. So we've really got a nice sort of like arch for the storyline. Definitely inspiring, and I want to jump on that and get more done on that. Of course, Heroes. I got Hero going right now, but
I predict we'll get a Hero 2 and a Drifters before Shinobi Sasquatch comes out. My prediction for the night.
I got comics, man. Does anybody else have comics or no?
Well, hey, before we get into get the short box official segment, I do want to touch on the Shinobi Sasquatch thing real quick. Okay, you guys might have seen.
I was only kidding, man. You didn't have to. It was
no.
Way to go, Mark.
I want to just update all of our viewers, all of them, every single one of our viewers.
So me and Stat need to switch over to the YouTube tab.
Yeah,
so
I'll do that real quick. All right,
we sent out an update, and I was talking about how Paul, our colorist, is in Ukraine, so he's having trouble working on pages. By the way, that's what one of my lovely backers, who I love and I can't thank enough. He called that an excuse, like, oh, well, there's another excuse. I'm like, there's an actual war in Ukraine, and he really wasn't like fleeing for his life. But Paul did tell me he's back in Kiev now, and he's able to work. So,
that's good to hear.
Yeah, no, he's doing good. He said the only danger is that if he gets drafted / mobilized, then he has to go shoot guns at Russians.
Man, God bless that guy. I hope he doesn't have to go
color
to
that
war.
book in blood if that happens. Is all I gotta say.
So yeah, to my one backer who is calling the war in Ukraine an excuse, I don't know what to say to you, but
If
for
you
everybody
really
else,
believe there's even a war in Ukraine right now.
I mean, like I don't know. I spent all day like giving like good legitimate answers to this person, and they would just keep switching to a new argument. And finally I was just like, you got to pick an argument. Like, you stick to one thing. When I answer it, respond to that.
We all know that's macho.
Just that's our next segment. Respond to that.
Respond to that.
Respond to that. So anyway, no, but all all seriousness, I am thankful for that person's contribution to funding the creation of my book, which is what Indiegogo is. It's not a store. And so anyway, I sent out that update talking about Paul's situation, and he has since told me he's going to get the page to me in a couple of days. When that colored page comes in, it's already lettered, so I can just send out that PDF. So that's going to be awesome.
I love that we're just getting this book a page at a time.
Yeah, just a page at a time. It's like watching. I'm watching Severance on Apple TV. It's so good, you guys. It'd be like watching the first 2 minutes of the episode, and then a week later watching another 2 minutes of the episode. And just, oh my gosh, I know it's awful, but Rob tells me he's benefiting from the help he's getting, and Paul says he's going to send me a page, so everything's perfect and nothing needs to change.
We need our commercial
Move on.
for Shinobi Sasquatch queued up. From now on.
Oh, we should get that queued up. I only have one commercial right now, and it's this one.
You know what's sexy? Breaking Rad. You're watching it right now. It's nice. It's hot. Hey, my eyes are over here. Hey. Baby, just subscribe. You're having a good time, aren't you? Nobody has to know anyway. The more you know. God, so much crap to get done before Saturday.
My favorite part is that nobody has to know anyway.
It's the greatest promo of all time.
Dude,
let's
it's
be
so
clear about
good.
it.
It's so freaking good.
No one's ever too old for a good fart joke.
Dude, I love that commercial. I love it. That's why I have it queued up, in case I ever want to just watch it
We need
randomly.
to queued up. We should do that Shinobi one more often though, just to.
Hey, next time I'm
people
on,
to go back.
next time I'm on, can we play? Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah,
Did you guys think that was funny?
It was
I
fun.
loved it. thought it
David
fun.
was the best at it, but I think I can get him this
I
time.
think I dominated that.
You little punk.
Hey, if you want to show your face, man, you come on in here. We'll
we need
display your
to
face.
get Stat a like one of those like Snapchat filters so we can
Yeah.
just be a bird.
Yeah, there you go.
Nah, I don't know, man. That's furry territory right there. I don't know about that.
Yeah, no furry.
I
Come
love
on.
you came out in a big furry costume. And talk like this. Hey guys. The short bus with David
The
Vernon?
short
Is that what it
bus,
is?
man. The short box.
Oh yeah.
With David the Don.
Freud was right.
I get the music in my head right now. David the Dam.
You guys are awful.
David the Dam.
Next time I do my pitch, I'm gonna take my shirt off and put on a cowboy hat.
Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Oh, look at that. See, I was just about to say $100 says when I come out of full screen, one of you is gonna be fanning yourself.
I was when you finished the pitch. I was doing this. I was going, "Woo!"
He did before I even got to it. There we go. I didn't even have to disrobe.
Humana.
All right, so for comics this week, I got a score.
There it is,
I
look
gotta
at
turn
that.
the light on. There we
You
go.
gotta get him like a stripper pole to climb up to get his comics or whatever.
So
week.
I have there's a little story that precedes this. I've been debating on getting like an account with CGC to get some stuff graded because of some of the stuff that we come across. So I was kind of like on the fence about it, and I had this guy come in with this stack of comic books. He's like, I got some old books, something you're interested in getting. And it was about like 45 books or so, and I thumbed through them. They were old Marvel stuff, but there was nothing that jumped out. So I, bought the books. I started going through them and pricing them out, and there's some valuable stuff in there. So I was, I went from on the fence to saying, okay, yeah, we're going to do this. We'll get a CGC account, start getting some stuff graded. And then there's a customer of ours who does like pressing and cleaning for old books. And I'm thinking, all right, I'll call him. I'm going to give him some books, and some point here soon, I'll do it. So the next day, I had this guy come in with a short stack of comics, and he says, "Hey, are you interested in some old comic books?" And I said, "That depends." And he says, "Well, if you're not interested in them, I'm just going to throw them out because I was just cleaning some stuff out at my house and found these, and I don't know what to do with them. So if you don't want them, they're going in the dumpster." So I was like, all right, I'll look at the books. He's got the majority of the books. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these, but there were these like reprints of different Spider-Man books. They're completely on newsprint. They have like a big black border, and they say not for resale on them. They're like maybe 10 pages. And I don't know what they were for, but I see these all the time. Anyway, so I took those and I was like, I'll just give these out to kids who come in the shop. And then there was maybe 8 issues of like Conan from the 70s from Marvel. And we have a one particular customer that I was like, I'll give those to. And then he has a few other books that were just kind of these like, I thought they were like random books. So I go to look them up. And after I looked the books up, I immediately called the customer who does the cleaning and pressing to come and pick up some books to get them spiffed up. And then I set an account up immediately with CGC to get them graded. So these are a couple of the books that this guy was going to throw in the dumpster.
Oh my god!
If we did not take them.
Let's see a Thor right there. Is that Kirby Thor?
So this was
look at this.
Oh,
this was the first one here.
What?
Mighty Thor 189, I think, with Hela. This is not really like a key issue, but it's got some value.
that's
to
great.
it.
That's great.
It looks good
Is
too.
that- what's
Yeah.
the price on it? What's the corner price? 15 cents. Oh my god.
What? Wow.
So this comic was cleaned and pressed by our friend. So you can see it's like popping. It's like beautiful.
Crap.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Mike, you okay, man? There's this Kirby on the screen. You good?
I got to get myself together.
Ooh.
So there's that one there.
It's no baby-faced anime, but
So the next one, this is a George Perez book.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Marvel
dang.
2-in-1
Yeah.
with the Thing and Starhawk.
I like Starhawk's costume.
This here,
Dude.
The Coming of Her.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Who's her?
I don't
Started
know
to-
enough about. I don't know enough about this to be able to say, but this has some connection to Adam Warlock because Adam
Yeah.
Warlock for a while was known as like him.
Yeah.
So this is like a female counterpart. This character here.
Yeah.
to
This was
Adam
the first
Warlock.
strong woman. I don't know.
And it's a Perez book, which
Yeah.
I will have to assume they'll probably gain some more value soon.
Oh yeah.
So this, okay, keep in mind these were destined to go in the garbage.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude.
my gosh.
Jeez.
That's hurt.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh.
Marvel premiere featuring the astonishing Ant-Man.
Wow.
Holy crap.
This is the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
God.
Holy crap.
Just throw that in the trash. No big deal.
Oh my
no.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
Oh
is
my
the last
gosh.
one.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got to participate. Holy cow! Look at that.
Come
This
on.
is the last one
He's
of
gonna
them here.
throw these away.
Is that Rocket Raccoon's first appearance?
Yes,
Oh.
Oh no way.
Oh, that's
first appearance of
Jeez.
Rocket Raccoon.
That's great.
And these all have been cleaned and pressed. And the cut, like, I
Let's say,
wish
those look
you could have
good.
seen these before they were treated. They just kind of had that like dull patina that like old comics get,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're just like they pop now. The color's rich.
How do you clean and press those? I don't
Yeah.
understand the process for cleaning a comic.
It has something to do with they get humidified for a while, and then he uses certain things to touch them up. There was
Sounds
like
so scary.
there was a stain, like a red stain on it right around here.
Wow.
He was able to get out,
Wow.
but
That terrifies me, the thought of taking one of those books and like going through a cleaning process.
I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Man,
it
that
looks
is
brand
awesome.
new, man.
these 4 books were going to be thrown in the garbage.
Wow. Man, what a great story. I love that.
I can't
So-
believe how new those look after the process
Yeah.
you guys put them through. They look like you just walked in and pulled them off the shelf first day. They look so good.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
They're
you're
nice.
right.
So this is stuff that we'll send off to get graded.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna guess these might be like 5s. I mean,
Even
because
after all that?
I can see the little edge marks and there's a nick here and little stuff like that.
You'll still get better than 5. I have a 5 of Giant Size X-Men #1, and it looks like garbage. And that's a 5. It's like all yellow and
No.
those
Maybe.
will look a lot nicer. I bet you get a higher grade.
Yeah,
than that.
we'll shoot these off. But yeah, I got these for free and saved them from going in the garbage.
That's great. It's like an episode of Pawn Stars or something, man. That's cool.
Woo.
The one of the crazy things though is the Marvel premiere, the Ant-Man,
Yeah.
this book here. So I think it's on my comic shop. There's an auction going on for this right now. I think it's a 9 point something, and the current bid is like $1,000.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So what I'm wondering is
Actually
her,
says low to me.
if Warlock is a part of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and people start getting into the Warlock lore, as a part of movies, it seems only natural, especially in today's society, that her would become a part of it too. And it could even be that lady. I'm just going to call it right now that the lady that creates Adam Warlock in the cocoon, the leader, I can't remember her name, of the Golden People. I bet you she becomes her.
If they even go that
Her is
far,
probably just
I'll
who
be
they're going to
different.
use for Adam Warlock, so they're just going to gender swap him.
Yeah, they might just do Angel Warlock or whatever her name is.
Who is the her in the comics, dude? Do we know who that is? I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I haven't taken this out to read it.
I never got into the Adam Warlock stuff. I know he was more tied to Thanos, right? That whole So they've already kind of butchered him anyway because they're not using him. They didn't use him when they should have used them in the movies.
Well, yeah, I think he's the one who defeated Thanos in Infinity War in the comics.
It had something to do with the Soul Stone or something, right?
Yeah.
I got some comics.
Let's see what you got.
I got this one finally. I finally got Peregrine.
Oh, look at that! Great looking cover.
Yeah,
great cover. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks nice too. It's a
got that too.
Nice looking book.
Yeah,
I won't show everything. There's a
Give
naughty
us some
panel
more.
at the end. There's a naughty panel at the end. I gotta be careful.
Give us some more, man.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It's looking real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice though. It's a nice looking book. So finally got that. And I don't remember if I showed this last time or not, but I got Lost Pages too with that sweet.
Dude, I love that. Look at that cool cover.
They're cool.
That's really cool.
And I love their
what an endorsement.
I was yawning already when I wanted to say it. Sorry.
Really cool.
It is
Yeah,
very
it looks
cool.
good though. I think it's
It does look good.
I think it's
Look at that gold.
Yeah,
Is it
up in
gold
quality.
ink? Is it gold ink in the pages?
I don't think it's gold ink. No, it's just yellow and
Just
black and
yellow.
white, but yeah.
Looks neat.
I like
man.
that. I think the usually you see like black and red or something, but black and yellow, it's a cool
That is.
contrast.
Yeah, nice selective color.
But yeah, the whole book is like that. It's just yeah, it looks nice. It looks really nice. Seems like a big up in quality from the last one too, I think. So
It's great. Looks great.
that's all I got. I don't have 3.
You
Just
can
those
still
2.
back that. I think you can still get it on their Indiegogo.
Yeah, you can still get it. They only just started fulfilling, I think, like a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago. So
Cool.
that's all I got.
I got something.
Uh-oh. Oh
It's
my.
not really that good. I was just.
Oh my. It's a manga.
This is Orion. You guys know I'm a big Simonson guy. So this is Orion. He did a run of Orion. This is the $1 Billion Man story. I like this big head with all the wires coming out of it.
Is that Richard Nixon?
Yeah, it looks like it is. It does.
It's just like-
I am not a crook.
$1 Billion Man may have been modeled after Richard Nixon because they did a lot of that kind of stuff. Let's see. Check this little cool first splash page out. Yeah,
My
baby,
sketchbook
look at that.
340. What is going on?
Hey, my sketchbook.
Hey.
Yeah.
I know it's a
Look at
rare honor to have Mutt on stream with us. It almost never happens.
Oh my gosh, guys. I'm always here. At least 50% of the time.
I'm always here every other week.
Check out this page. Can you see that?
Oh, sweet mama.
Yeah, look at that. That's weird.
Nice.
Look
It's
at
like Mojo.
yeah.
Is that the Kool-Aid Man after
Oh no.
New 52?
Look at this guy.
That's
Look how weird it
awesome.
looks. No, it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Simonson is the
It's
greatest.
got some Clive Barker vibes there.
Yeah. My next one is called The King Conan. I don't know if you ever heard of Conan the Barbarian. There was a series of Conan where he was the king. It was called King Conan.
I love how I can always tell when there's green on a comic cover.
Oh,
'Cause I got excited because I remember that back advertisement.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's not on the back though, but look at that. The Spider-Man His Amazing Friends episode airing on NBC. In case you guys didn't know, I was there for day one on that show.
Yeah.
Great cover. This is a Buscema, a John Buscema cover, and a John Buscema interior. Let me find a cool interior page to show you. He's fighting a Yeti right here. You see this?
Ooh,
Noise.
Yeah, he's out in the snow. He's fighting a Yeti.
manly.
Look at that.
Very manly.
All right, let's see what else I can find in here.
Sketchbook says he's always here sometimes. Called out.
Oh, please, guys. All right. Yeah, I can't really find any other good splashes in here. Everything's pretty small, but it's great. And then I found this one, which I thought was pretty cool, so I had to snatch it up.
Oh, shoot. Look at
Black
that.
and white by our man
Dang.
Art T. Bear, black and white #1.
Yeah.
It's the original, not the remaster that he
Yeah.
put out.
Right.
It's the original. But you can see definitely where,
That's great.
he kind of D95'd it. You know what I mean? But yeah, but still, it's got some great art in it. Art T-Bear's awesome. Look at this.
Dang.
You know?
Look at those big old
Yeah.
shoulder pads. Oh, I love it.
Straight up 90s right there, boy.
Oh, it's so good.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Shugo says, nice shirt. I don't know if that's a
Yeah.
reference to White's outfit on the cover.
I want one of them Breaking Rad shirts. I want one.
Yeah, if Mutt was a pal, he'd get us all one. But there he is.
Well,
Yeah, you know.
that's all I got.
Hmm.
You guys see Stephen Platt's working on Walking Dead?
No.
Yeah, I saw. I know. I saw on Instagram that he was showing some art, and it was for Walking Dead. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm glad Stephen Platt's doing something again. His
That's
art's
still
amazing.
that's still going?
I guess so. I don't
Like the
know.
comic series is still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
I thought that ended. That never stopped?
I
Guess
don't
not.
Stephen
I'm glad
Platt's
they're
on
ending the
it.
show at least.
Cal,
What do you got
any
to show
comments?
us?
Oh, Stat?
Oh, you want me to just pull something random out of my collection?
Just make
Yeah.
it your avatar picture.
All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to rejoin this stream with my phone.
Ooh.
One
Okay.
moment.
While he's doing that, Cal, you can show us what you got in your teeth.
I got nothing. I literally chipped my tooth today. I bit my fork
Ooh.
trying to get some chicken. And,
Trying to feel
there's
something?
A big old chip. It's awesome.
I chipped my tooth because I was trying to sneak out of a meeting once and tried to do it quietly with my laptop, and I closed the door and the laptop slammed into my mouth because the door got stuck between the door, and so I made this huge commotion trying to get out of the meeting. No! Shut the door quick and ran out.
Oh, man, smooth.
Yeah, I'm all about the smooth.
What about you, David? Have you got all your teeth?
You guys all have real good smiles. I'm missing several.
Are you really?
Can we make display name full screen so we can look at a smile?
Who?
Murdoch.
Yeah, make Murdoch full screen.
Let's get
sorry.
look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Even
beautiful.
teeth, white.
They're
Look at
white.
that. Yeah. Man.
Even
Clearly had
they're all
orthodontist at some
there.
point because those are flawless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they're
not
all-
fair. It's
And
not
they're all
fair.
there.
I'll make some imprints and send them to you.
Don't tease me.
Yeah, I was just looking through some of my my comics the other day, and I found these detective the Mud Pack line.
Oh dang!
Oh,
That's cool. That's cool.
All four of those. That's
That's cool.
Norm Brayfogle.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot I had these.
Oh, sweet. Look at that. Avengers JLA.
Shoot!
All four of those. There's
Those
that-
are going to be,
there's
those
that,
are going to go up in value big time.
You graded
Number
F for those.
1 through 3?
No, all four of them are there.
All 4 of them. Okay.
Man, look at that.
No,
I
no one-
love stuff like that so much.
No one can do
Flip
that
the page.
like Perez. No one.
So
Oh, you've got
Oh,
the
is that the
original
89 ones?
adaptation, yeah.
I've got all three of them. I don't know that they put a fourth one out, but
These
yeah, I
are these
found-
the current ones that came out? That they're the Batman?
no.
89?
This is the old one. This is
Oh no
That's
way!
the movie. That's the movie adaptation.
Oh
what is that?
no
That's
way!
1989. Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
That's
yeah,
awesome. I didn't even know they
that's
had
an
that.
original one.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Why don't they
yeah, I was looking
do
through all
that
kinds of
now?
stuff and like
Well, I'm in agreement with you
Look at
that
that.
Jack Nicholson is the best Joker.
a blind
good.
grab.
Look at that. Oh, I love that cover.
Wow.
I've just commented recently on that cover. Everybody's got that.
Ghostbusters. Yeah, I got all four of these.
Oh,
I
man.
love those
Spider-Man.
holograms. Macho
90s were
gets
so
all
great.
giddy. Macho gets so giddy when you show him a
Yeah.
hologram cover.
Night Thrasher.
It takes you back, those hologram covers.
Look at that Thrasher.
Yeah, there's some Birds of Prey. There's
Yeah.
Spider-Man. There's some Johnny Quest.
Baby, I got that issue. I got that issue.
Got
I
Johnny
love
Quest
that
one?
issue. Yeah, that's Toth. Alex Toth art.
Yeah,
Oh, man. The
yeah,
what
it's
ifs.
all kinds of crazy stuff. And Deathmate,
Nice. Everybody's got to have that too.
some turtles.
Yeah.
Good.
Mutant
That's a nice one.
Saga. Yeah, like there's all kinds of crazy random stuff in here.
I like that you're pulling from an actual short box. We should do
Well, of
that.
course.
We
Isn't
should
that-
do that.
Isn't that the whole point?
It is. Just that we don't follow that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna jump back to my other avatar.
All right. That was great. That was great, man.
Oh,
Hey, Cal. There's Cal.
Hey, buddy.
Why am I big? It's weird.
you big boy. What you got for us?
Yeah, no, I do. These are a few that I'm gonna read this week. I didn't read anything this past week, but
Kokushuko has
this
that
week-
Deathmate comic, he says. Noise.
which one? Oh,
The Deathmate one that Stat was showing.
Yeah. I have the whole series in there too somewhere.
My sketchbook says we need a Breaking Rad sign in the background with neon. Then Zaid Comics so they can see it. Oh, then
I'll tell you what,
Zaid
if we ever get a
Comics so they
stream
can see it.
together, we should get a neon sign.
Yeah.
Next time
we
I'll
can
pull
never-
out the box that has all the complete like series, like Batman Nevermore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The box with like all the complete stories in it.
Yeah, we caught you off guard. We got to let you select,
Yeah. You get
select a
prep.
few for next time.
Okay, so for me, I picked out 4 I'm going to read this week, and they're all crossover books. Like I showed you guys all those ones. I was kind of like quickly going through them, but I'm going to check out Youngblood X-Force.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at that. This is the characters Rob Liefeld created for Marvel, and then the ones that he copied Marvel characters for when he created Youngblood.
You should have actually had Shatterstar on top of the other guy there. It would have been.
Ooh.
No, not like that much.
And then
I mean, that is
another
appropriate. But
in a similar vein, Prophet Cable, since Prophet's kind of a Cable clone.
Oh my gosh. This is awful.
It was profitable for him.
And then this one's really good. I read this before, but I'm gonna read it again. Darkness and Batman.
Huh? Is it good?
Really?
Actually?
Really cool team up. I mean,
didn't know they teamed
the
up.
writing in these old books are not great, but it's a fun book. And then and this one actually just super exciting to see Batman and Spider-Man together.
Oh, I've got that in a trade.
Oh dang!
Look at that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read the first issues of each of those and just see which direction I want to go, going from there. And yeah.
Comics used to be so fun. That's awesome.
They
know,
did,
man.
right?
Man.
I would
makes
love
me
to
mad
see
now.
Comicsgate stuff like this, where like Cyberfrog teams up with Shinobi Sasquatch, and Hero teams up with the Chinu or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that CG Vacation thing is going to be one of the first, I think, big CG crossovers. I believe.
Yeah, and I mean, like, just think about all the possibilities, and all of the backers would love it too.
Mm-hmm.
They'll love it. They'll eat it up, man. I mean, the Shinobi Sasquatch Monster MD crossover.
Yeah, that was
If
great.
ever gets made, that's going to be so cool. Like it's
Well,
we
have
only
the
have the
crossover,
first
so
we only
we
have
have
the
the
first half
crossover.
of that.
Oh,
Well, we have
okay.
the
We
first
have
half
it.
of it.
Yeah.
It's only half of the story though, and I get to write the second half because Vaughn wrote the first half.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be really cool. But
So I feel like Cal needs like an extra point because he has technically fulfilled a thing just through somebody else,
Mhm.
right? We have a Shinobi Sasquatch in print. We own it.
we do.
Yeah.
It's a thing that has happened. So credit where credit's due.
I think Cal just needs an "I love you." I think more than anything, he just needs a big old fat "I love you, Cal."
He probably should have
I'll
gotten
be
that
glad.
high five.
I'll be glad to deliver that. Just put me on big. Make me big, Cal. And you know what I mean. Cal? Cal, look into my eyes.
I'm looking.
Don't
I'm
look
I'm
directly into
terrified.
Cal, look
Can you stop doing that?
Cal.
I'm gonna be the last thing you see.
Cal, I want you to know I'm serious when I say this.
Look into my eyes.
Cal Jameson.
Oh.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. Thank you.
I love you.
Cal. I love you, man.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Got eight of them French fried taters.
Dude, this is real off topic, real quick. Steven Crowder did like a parody of Sling Blade earlier last week, I think.
It's already funny.
It's real. You guys gotta watch. I'll send you the link in Discord. It's really, really funny.
His parodies are pretty great. I always get a kick out of those.
I hope he goes back to the he was doing like the Mexican drug lord type style thing for a while, and it was really good. But I guess they were taking a lot of time and money to make those, and so they didn't want to keep doing them unless people really, really wanted them. But
I canceled my Mug Club subscription because it was too much money every year, and I wasn't really using it.
you know, if them and Daily Wire too, if they would just do a monthly plan, I would full on freaking do it, and I'd never ever cancel because I just don't cancel monthly stuff usually. But they do the yearly thing, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna give you $100 at once, but I'll give you $500 over a year.
It's like you never really see it coming. It's just 1 month. They're like, hey, by the way, time for that $100. Like, oh,
Yeah, I would literally pay 5 times the yearly fee for if it was just monthly. I just don't care monthly. I don't.
I mean, I give Adobe
yearly
just
is a lot of
oodles
money
every year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Adobe
dude,
pays
Adobe.
monthly.
Oh man.
Drain my wallet.
You must be one of those people on Amazon that likes the $15 no shipping versus the $11 and $4
so
shipping.
Sweet. So sweet. I like
Yeah,
the
you
illusion of being cheap.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not rich, but I'm in the like, because my wife's in banking, I'm in the category where I don't look at like the price if it's like a small thing. But when it gets to like $100, then I'm like, okay, I can't do that. Like I don't buy every video game I want, for
I
instance.
feel like a
because
plebeian
there's-
all of a sudden.
I'm not rich, guys. Guys, I'm not rich. Don't worry about it. I'm not rich.
No. I mean, $100 is not a lot of money, and that's.
No.
I mean, I can't even think about spending $100.
It's like
but
Valentine's Day, I'm taking her to the good Whataburger.
right? Yeah, that's. No, we don't go to Whataburger,
Going
but
to generic for this name brand Oreos.
Red Lobster is a good, nice dinner for us. Like
Can
Red
I,
Lobster.
You go to Red Lobster.
Last night, it's crawfish season down here.
Yeah, I saw your picture of the bugs.
Oh, Mom, my brother and I, we go every year. We each get 2 pounds of crawfish that's doused in voodoo sauce. Like your lips are on fire.
Those are crawfish. They look very small.
Well, the crawfish are small. They're like little baby lobsters.
Oh, okay, they're bigger than They're smaller than crawdads.
I think they're the same thing.
Okay, well, I used to get crawdads when I was young, and they seem bigger than that. Like not that much bigger, but like
so there's some bigger ones, some smaller ones, but
okay.
it's so good. They
bag,
put
really.
that sauce in there. It's mixed in with like potatoes and corn and sausage and stuff.
Why do they call it voodoo sauce? Do you feel like you're dying later?
It's just evil.
No.
What'd you say?
You
It's
feel like you
spicy,
died
right?
later?
Oh yeah. It's you got to clear out. The next day you can't go anywhere because
Yeah.
I know.
you're going to be in some pain. But there's a moment where like it's so spicy, like you're taking the ice out of your water, just to like rub on your face, but it's making it worse because it's like
not 'cause
spreading
you're
it.
eating river vermin.
Oh, how dare you!
River
How dare you.
vermin.
This is a delicacy down here. Delicacy. You rip them in half, you suck the juice out of the heads.
Yeah,
and then
in the
pull
South,
You're
we
not
eat all,
selling it.
in the South we eat all kinds of things, man. There's not a lot that walks or crawls that we wouldn't eat at one time.
We do it right. I'm not even from the South, but I feel like I'm initiated now. We do it right.
Yeah.
Papa Shango sauce is hot fire.
Oh my.
We got a place here called Angry Crab Shack, and they have like the different levels of heat that you can choose. That place, I mean, it's like you're saying, you got to get the ice and just like rub it on your lips.
It's it worse, but like for that like 1 second of relief you get when the ice touches your lips, but then it just like spreads the heat, and you're like, ah.
It's so good though. I love
Rookie
food where
mistake.
they give you a bib and gloves for you to eat it.
Oh, they just bring out like a paper towel roll and just put it on the table.
Oh yeah, okay.
And like
They
a couple dried up wet naps. And,
They give you gloves at this place because they don't want you to touch your eyes with or your face with it.
Well, that's the best part. You get that itch.
Yeah.
You got to smuggle in that cooking cream and drink that. That'll fix it.
We drink. It's something called swamp juice that they make. It's some kind of green rum thing. It's delicious, but it goes.
Rum, you say?
Ooh, I got Cal's attention. Rum. Oh. Captain Jack Sparrow over here.
I'm almost out of rum, so I'm drinking whiskey tonight or scotch, and I'm missing my rum.
Oh, I had to resort to scotch tonight. I'm out of rum.
It's Costco scotch, okay? It's Costco scotch.
Ooh, that's good. I like the cheap stuff. I'm all about the cheap stuff. I haven't had Costco scotch though.
It's new. It's one of their new things, but they always do they always emulate like
Why didn't they call it Scotch?
They should have. Well, it's just called Scotch. I'm just saying Costco. It's Kirkland or whatever they call their. They have different brands.
Get a Scotch.
You get your crawfish from Costco too. Do you get like one big crawfish or just like a huge bag of small ones? Like that's
You're right.
Costco crawfish.
Whatever.
That sounds awful.
I get everything from Costco, man. They're just the place.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
they let you go back because Cal's always walking in there mid 2020, like no mask, no mask.
Yeah, well, I go in now and I
He's like
freaking
arguing with the
mad
hot dog vendor outside.
I
No.
mad dog. I mad dog the managers who gave me crap about masks now because none of them are wearing masks now. I'm like, you guys realize it's like. Anyway, I won't go
I'm
there.
pretty sure you're banned. You have to go in with like a fake mustache every time you go in over your regular mustache.
Hey, we should do a dad segment where we complain about Costco or Sam's Club. That'd be fun.
Oh, like you mean like pick sides? Like which one do you like better?
Not really. I mean, just like talk about what you love or don't love about it. Because some things I love about Sam's Club, and
They all have a smell. I don't know what that smell is, but they all have that same smell. That
the warehouse
musty,
smell.
Warehouse smell.
Yeah,
it's very distinct though.
I hate putting my stuff in boxes. I hate that.
You guys like walking in and buying $45 worth of thing, coming out with 3 bags?
Yeah, exactly. I hate that too.
But I love classy anymore when I have to bring my box to Costco.
I like buying paper products there. That's great.
Paper towels, paper plates, paper toilet paper.
Go there.
I was gonna say
get samples for lunch.
Right, my daughter loves the samples, but it's always hilarious to me when you have literally like 1,000 small items, and they go, "Would you like boxes?" Like, no, just one by one, put these things into my trunk. Come on.
Yeah.
I want one box for each. Thank you.
Well, when I'm there, I look for boxes strategically. You know.
Oh, that's smart.
Like people will be unloading their stuff, and I'll swing by and slide and just like sneakily grab their box. It's the perfect box, and slip out with it around the corner. And they'll be like,
probably their personal box from home that they bring to Costco.
I don't care, man. Boxes are.
I don't care. I love the wine boxes, the ones that hold like 12. You know.
Yeah. They're great.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, I like the big boxes that they use for like the frozen products, the big bag stuff.
It's an interesting segment.
That's where it's at.
It is. This is good radio. Super good
no one's
radio.
watching anymore. It's fine.
There's
I'm
nothing
a big
people
fan of the
let,
corrugated ones myself.
We could say the most obnoxious, awful thing about anybody, and no one would ever care.
That'd be the one time like EVS pops into their mail and pops into the chat.
You're right. Yeah, you'd say something obnoxious about something important.
Malin won't watch the show. I'm on the show. Malin's not going to watch it.
All right. Well, I think it's about time then. What do you think?